Welcome back to stressing over inventory slots. And while they do so, I will give the recap.
Yeah, go do your thing.
In Season 2, Chapter 16, Needs Leads to Misdeeds, Praxis invited Graven to participate in a dice game during their evening watch, the two of them discussing a bit of shared history that had since been forgotten by our worldly cleric. This wasn't the first time that Graven had sought out a guide in the Rapra Mountains, having previously done so under the instructions of Kuuzni to hunt down an Etin some 20 years ago. Having witnessed the considerable power that Graven demonstrated at the time, Praxis was curious why he now traveled with a group, and about what purpose the Cold Light Walker served, given that it could simply be avoided rather than confronted. As always, it was difficult for Graven to piece together what he could no longer recall, but we also received more warnings about the dangers of what we were chasing. Perhaps the most important piece of information was that the Walker had a kind of hypnotic effect on people who got too close and looked into the light, a strong enough compulsion that they might even come to the creature's defense if we tried to attack. All of this was good to know, but we didn't want to get ahead of ourselves, so we turned in for the night and tried to enjoy what could be our last comfortable rest for a couple of days while we worked our way through the frigid mountains. In the morning, we began our journey through Osrin's Pass, and while the trail was hardly a secret, we were surprised that after only a couple of hours, we were already crossing paths with other travelers. Identifying them as Rapraliers, the wealthy and often inexperienced thrill seekers, Praxis immediately had the notion of relieving them of their belongings, thus saving us having to look for a village where we'd waste valuable time while we resupplied. Resorting to brigandage left a bad taste in our mouths, and thanks to Praxis, it left the taste of blood in theirs. But the mission was paramount, and the road south was close enough that we didn't feel we were endangering their lives. Food, warm clothes, and healing potions were our reward, and as we rode forward, we hoped to make the most of them to justify the method of their acquisition. Our first real ascent from the lowland pass came in the early afternoon, where a winding trail led to what Praxis called Upper Osrin's, and it was there we'd consult with his scout regarding the best way to approach the Cold Light Walker. Getting up the slope was easier said than done, however, for though it was wide enough to take the horses, a pack of winter wolves were lying in wait in the hillside's many caves and crevices. Praxis thought their presence was suspicious given their preference for the higher elevations, but we barely had time to consider the why before our intimidation tactics broke down, and we were forced to fight. Charging at us with ferocious bites and frosted breath, we knew immediately that these beasts were to be taken seriously. But with an extra ally and a wolf of our own, we held the line and even managed to keep our horses from becoming lunch by skirting them away from danger. One of our biggest weapons became the terrain itself, something we'd do well to keep in mind as we did battle in these peaks, and it was Erland's open hand technique that sent the alpha of this wolf pack tumbling to its death, giving us an opening to make the rest of the climb to Upper Osrin's. From there it was a chilly but mostly uneventful stretch, until we saw smoke signals in the distance, where just as we'd hoped, Praxis' scout Bahira was waiting to give us news of the surroundings. From what she'd seen, bad weather and unstable ground would be limiting us to two options for getting up to the eastern skybowl: the tapered tunnels or Heckler's Hills, each of which posed their own unique challenges. Ultimately, we opted for the route where the harsh climate was less of a factor, trusting our skill in combat to carry us through whatever was making a home in the Rapra tunnels. And as we got one final surprise regarding Praxis' plan for moving swiftly down the mountainside, we wondered. Did Bahira know anything about Buraj Il Cravo's predicament that we hadn't already pieced together during our stay at Leopold's garrison? Would our mistreatment of the Rapraliers come back to haunt us when we return to civilization? And when we get to the peaks, will we look like real pros shredding fresh powder? Or will there be a yard sale on the slopes?
Yes, yard sale.
We find out now on Season 2, Chapter 17 of A Peek Beneath the Veil.
Important to have these inventories all spelled out
Yes,
when that happens.
So I can tell you what is trailing down the mountain.
Exactly.
Oh, man.
What do you have in your bag?
My fucking climber's kit is on the ground next to me right now.
Oh, God. We're gonna...
After a long road north, with many detours and deviations, things feel like they're developing quickly here in the Rapra Mountains. The hours since you departed this morning have been mostly filled with long stretches of emptiness, that while filled with breathtaking views, have largely done you the courtesy of not interfering with your mission. It's hard to tell if that string of good fortune will persist in the face of inclement weather, unpredictable foes like the transfixed Goliaths, who might be following the walker as it continues to roam. But you try to appreciate the focused nature of your passage thus far, as you get ready to break from Osrin's and start the slow climb in elevation. Before you tackle the inevitable future, however, Graven steps forward to address the past with the woman climbing down from her perch beside the bear that now only shows a little bit of signs of stirring, sitting up, peering over the edge of the raised area as if to look for any indication that Bahira wants it to follow. Her long black hair touches the ground before her feet do, and nesting in the clump atop her head is a pair of oversized goggles that look like they're there to aid in visibility during snowstorms or when riding the bear at high speeds. So she gets down from her little perch, and then Praxis sort of guides you in her direction. He stops after a moment, so he gives you a little space to take the final, it's not that far, the final 10, 15 feet to walk over to her.
You want to speak about Burash? I have little to tell. 2 years ago, Carver sent me to try and find this Il Cravo. Carver is looking to pass his legacy on to the next great hunter. Those that hunt for glory, not just for survival. A family member of his pointed me first to Mukmu, where he'd apparently been staying with a close friend. But when I spoke to the woman there, she said he'd been taken by the Gentle Void to trade labor for working off a great debt. I didn't have time to chase him around the continent, so I let the trail go cold.
That's it? You don't know why he was taken?
Does this upset you?
It just seems that there are only breadcrumbs.
And just with a little bit of your frustration, not in a threatening way, but you see the bear kind of... like it has a very strong sense of like her presence and proximity to others.
You never saw him yourself?
No.
Never heard of his weapons or his deeds?
The woman I spoke to was mournful and cryptic. And remember something she said. That Buraj had... She thinks for a moment. Buraj had given his heart to the sun, his soul to the shade, and now his body to the void. Sorry to say I have little else to impart.
Can I ask who the woman was?
She called herself Singrila.
They were close?
So I'm told.
She was distraught.
Yes.
You sought her out, she didn't seek you out.
I sought her out on the recommendation of one of the Il Cravos.
And you spoke to no one else about him?
Only some of the other Il Cravos before I left for Mukmu, but that seemed to be the strongest lead, so that's where I went.
And then you left Mukmu. There was no other word.
My impression was that if he was working for the Gentle Void in a non-voluntary capacity, that he would either be brought to Netter's Nook or Leopold's garrison, neither of which I was going to chase him down at, so I returned to the mountains.
His heart to the sun. Does that mean anything to you?
No.
Did you have any other dealings with Shangri-La outside of Buraj, before or after that time?
No. The Il Cravos mostly are in the Wixa Mountains. I don't go there very often.
Right.
It was not a name that was familiar to me when it was given.
I'll kind of lean to take a look at the bear. It's kind of behind her.
Yeah, it's behind her and still up. She was
And
up
still
on like a
up,
little
yeah.
platform, not high up, like
Yeah.
10 feet up there.
An impressive beast that you seem to have made an even more impressive connection with.
I would introduce you, but Podge doesn't like strangers.
Podge. haven't seen many make this sort of connection. Is this something that you trained yourself to do?
The animal trainers of the Rapras have a strong connection to the creatures here. Not common, but not unheard of.
Right. Did you raise it from a cub?
Young, but not newborn.
Is there a breaking process?
Sort of. I had to kill its mother. It was dying already.
Thank you.
Sorry I could not be of more help.
It's all right.
And sensing that the conversation sort of come to an end, she kind of turns and she moves past you and sort of addresses the group as a whole, actually. So you're kind of left standing there. She goes by. You look kind of back up at the bear.
I'll just Podge. Gotta give it a genuflecting step away.
And as you turn back around, Bahir sort of addresses the group as a whole.
I am told that I am being put in charge of the horses as well. I take it you have some idea of where you would like them brought.
Yes, perhaps your expertise on the mountains and the terrain. Our goal is to go east.
What is your first stop after you leave the Rapras?
Erland?
The Kukati Cove?
To the northeast, then. Best meeting point is probably Goliath. It's a small Goliath trading post. When you have finished your business in the Sky Bowl, head north. There'll be a long slope dotted with sapphire shrubs. You'll recognize them by the bright blue leaves. Follow the sapphire shrubs until you get to a point where the trail splits into three. All three paths will take you to Goliath. Just pick the one that looks the most forgiving. Depending on recent weather or time of year, the most traversable path might be any one of the three.
Understood.
People come from the villages along the northern coast to buy quality furs from the Goliaths at Goliath. So even before you get there, you're likely to see signs for it.
Like literal signs.
Yes,
Okay.
markers.
Will you travel straight there from here?
Yes. I will wait there probably for a day, day and a half. If I am not there to meet you personally, I will make sure they're handed off to someone I trust.
And how close to Kukati Cove is Goliath?
Probably a day's ride.
Well, we'll include all of the feed that we've brought along, so you can feed the horses if you don't mind.
Good.
I need to possibly consolidate a couple of things.
Yeah, right, me too.
Um,
Bag's a bit heavy, so...
If you wouldn't mind, maybe just giving us a moment before we hand off the horses.
Very well.
She starts to walk back toward the bear. And Praxis also follows her. The two of them kind of walk. They're kind of talking quietly to each other. It sounds like they're talking in Giant, actually, as they're kind of walking away.
Over here or anything?
Cozy little beach.
I am. 22.
22. Okay, you hear a little snippet as they're walking away.
Bif baraka memrota.
And in response, Uniklo garm karak. Beto chakano nugpadansk. And the two of them sort of make their way all the way to the bear. The little piece that you
That's a
picked
lot.
up. She says safe travels through the tunnels. And he says they'll be fine in there. It's what comes after that I'm thankful I won't be present for.
Okay.
Oh, good.
Well, I'm assuming the Cold Light Walker.
Yeah, sure. He says whatever comes after that. The implication is going.
Yeah.
What do you mean? So that's the little piece that you pick up.
All right.
So, one thing that I want to address mainly because it's a very important item is the broken crown egg. The message.
Oh, yeah.
Not only... I leave it to your judgment, but... Where do we put this thing?
Does anyone have room in a saddlebag on the horses? Yeah, I didn't think so. Okay.
I mean, I could make room. I didn't
Can
know
we
if you'd be
strap
comfortable
it to a
leaving
horse?
it to a horse.
Not,
Well, I
not
honestly-
something that valuable. You
Well,
don't
but
want it.
the thing is,
out.
I don't really want to take something that valuable either, because if we're climbing and we lose something, or if we get something taken from us, I actually don't know if I want the most valuable thing we have on us.
I think it will be safer with the horses.
Okay, I can.
So if
I
we can figure
talk-
out a way to get that on the horses, I've got 2 crampons I've got to get rid of because
That can be strapped to the horse. Oh,
That's-
sorry.
That's something that you might want up here in the mountains.
Well, yeah, a lot of this shit is stuff that I might want, but I'm kind of holding my bag up, like trying to.
But here in Praxis, look over and you guys are like holding up all your shit, like comparing it.
I'll be taking off my regular pants and boots
Put on
and
the
like,
warm
putting
clothes.
Listen, mate, it's right heavy. I've got to be light on my feet. I don't know what to do. I mean, I've got only the warm clothes are really heavy.
Put them on
Well, yeah, wear them.
now.
Although you're just gonna pack up your other
I was
clothes.
gonna say, then I suppose if we had an extra bag, then I could leave my clothes that I've gotten now on the horses, but I don't have anything.
If I'm
And
already
I can't like put my warm clothes on over my
The
outfit
coat
now.
you
The coat
can,
I
the rest
but
of it.
I already had done that.
Yes.
But yeah.
It's not freeing up any room.
If I already have a portable ram strapped to my horse,
Oh my
I can't
God.
like
I
strap
forgot we
anything
had
else to my
that.
horse, can I?
Does someone else have room to strap something?
I already
Yeah,
have them
like
all
what do you need
strapped.
strapped to the
Oh,
horse?
if I strapped my clothes that I'm wearing now.
You could bundle those up and strap them to a horse.
Can you then carry? Can you
can
then
then-
carry a climber's kit?
Yes, I can then carry it.
Okay, well then strap your clothes to my horse.
Yeah, Sir Erland will-
Roll them up.
Well, I can't do that too, can I?
Yes.
I can.
I don't know.
Do you have anything strapped to your horse?
So I'm strapping the my
Not
clothes onto
Simon.
your horse then?
Yeah.
Okay, great.
I don't have
You have
anything
my
on my
clothes.
horse. Unless someone else straps something.
Your saddlebags are full, but the side of your horse is empty.
Well, I've got 2 saddlebags.
Oh my goodness.
Your saddlebags
That's
are
okay.
full.
Yeah.
In addition to the saddlebags, if there's no rider, which there's not going to be,
Right.
you could strap something to
Like
the
a
horse.
three- like
Yeah,
a-
like,
like a
I'm
medium
gonna
or a large
turn
size
around
item.
and kind of change.
like a 3 slots
Yeah.
or 6 slots.
I'll change kind of in the cold into my warm clothes, and then
That's
I'm
what
gonna
I was doing.
Put my I'm
Quickly
gonna
take your
bundle
pants
up
off.
my-
Yeah.
Okay, well that solved a lot of my problems actually. Great. That's
So
all.
now I have a climber's kit again.
Yay.
God.
So everybody has a climber's kit, correct? Because we don't know.
Hear a little bit of chuckling off to the side as people frantically change into their.
Shut up! Why you?
Okay, is everybody settled?
I think
Do
I
you
might need
now have room for both
I
the
do.
crampons
I
and a climbing
have-
kit, or no?
Actually, I'm weighing the bag.
This is captivating. Terrifying.
Does someone already have smoke sticks or?
Yes,
I already have smoke sticks.
You already have smoke
But
sticks?
I'll have room.
Can I give you my smoke sticks so that it frees up a
Sorry.
slot?
Go for it.
Great, thank you.
How many smoke sticks?
You get
People
3 more
exchanging
smoke sticks.
We might not be that organized, but I feel ready. We ready? I don't know.
We had better be.
Okay.
Quite warm, actually.
I wasn't able to take. Oh, you have my crampons. Yes, you have my crampons. Thank you.
Graven rolls his eyes.
I have your clothes. He has your crampons. She has your dignity. What else?
You never had any of that.
Wow.
That's a trivial size item.
All right.
No, it doesn't take any.
I go.
How
What?
big? How big is our regular clothes?
They're the same size as our heavy clothes.
They're medium as a bunch. All of them together. Medium. A set of.
Oh, they're a medium?
A set of clothes, medium.
Shit, now I have so much room. I had them as a large.
A set of
they were
armor
large.
is large.
I had said no such
The
thing.
slot system. It's so simple
Yeah.
to use.
I probably said they were a 3, and you thought of that as a large before.
Oh yeah, I had a small stroke earlier. Okay.
Can then
I
someone
can
take
take
this
something.
chain?
I can take. How big is it?
It's
What the hell is
about
that?
medium size.
Why the hell do we have that? What's that
Thick
for?
chain.
Is it
I don't
for
know.
slotting
From
something?
some basement or
Yeah,
something.
but what are we gonna do with it up in the mountains? Do we need
Tie
it? Can we just
something up. Hit
tie
somebody.
what?
with it.
It'll be going on my horse.
what? Why? Who's using
It's
that? as a
already
weapon?
on my horse. It's
Okay.
already on my horse.
What- yeah. Essentials.
Yeah, that doesn't seem essential.
But I also need to put my clothes on the horse.
So wait, get rid of the fucking chain.
Chain's
then.
going in the snow.
Okay. I'm gonna kind of lift it up. Either of you make use of any. Didn't think so. Right.
Okay, I am ready. Are you guys ready?
I only have one healing potion right now. I suppose that's fine.
That's fine.
That's
Yes,
fine.
it is fine.
It's fine. We're fine. It's fine. Can we get going?
Excuse me.
Starts to work his way out.
And we have the like boards already, or
Yeah, so he stuck them in kind of the ground there.
Please tell me you have that already in your goddamn
yes.
Yes. I already do.
Just picked up a pencil.
I have room.
It's time to get moving.
Yes.
Does everyone have your long slides? Motions to the boards.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good. I hope you're feeling good to flex your fighting muscles. Sometimes we may be able to slip by unnoticed. Sometimes we may be able to scare whatever is inside off. Sometimes we will have no choice but to fight. I do not know you well. I do not know your strengths, so I will leave the tactical decisions to you. For me, I am a very strong swimmer, very strong climber, in addition to my fighting. You can use that however you see fit. Also, know this. I do not expect it to come to this. But none of you are worth me dying for. I know what it means to travel with those that you would not leave behind. I respect that. But you are not that to me. If things are dire, I will move ahead and wait for a time, hoping that you make it out to meet me. I am here to aid your cause, not sacrifice myself for it.
All right. Fair enough.
Understood.
Should we treat you the same way then?
Treat me however you wish. I will look out for myself. I expect you mostly to do the same.
And were you left alone in the mountains, not that we intend to do that, you'd be all right to make it out?
Yes.
Okay.
You are taking a dangerous route because you have constraints of time, I understand. I have no such constraints. I can wait for the easier paths.
Right. Okay, I understand. I don't want you to die for our cause, so...
Are any of the creatures we might face, how to say intelligent, more intelligent than wolves, sentient with emotion?
Unlikely.
Wolves are sentient, really. I spoke to one.
No, I know, I'm sort of trying to confirm whether or not we're going to be fighting anything that
Are
has...
you trying to figure out if you can butter it up?
Well,
I think
partially,
he is. He's
but
trying
also...
to figure out if he can...
But also what kind of combat we can be expecting. One that is sort of frenzied where they're just trying to take us down, or something perhaps more malicious that
Nuanced.
would try and confirm the kill.
I understand.
Unlikely to find much of intelligence that isn't Goliaths or other mountaineers. I can't see a reason why they would be fighting you, other than the ones I mentioned earlier. Most of what you'll find... There are giants that have some degree of intelligence, mainly just use of simple tools. Ettins, ogres, that kind of thing.
In a tunnel, giant, really.
Perhaps. The tunnels are very large. Like I said, frostworms traveled through them.
Would it behoove us if we were to encounter more wolves or other creatures of that kind to sort of carry them as food? As a way to maybe distract other hungry creatures?
You can try. It depends on the kind of creature. Some of them, when they see a moving threat, they will prioritize the threat over the food.
Okay.
Good.
Things you might run into: more wolves, snowy owlbears, golems, yeti, griffins, ogres.
Right.
Keep an eye out for tracks then, if you can, Safira.
Will do.
Graven. Praxis, if you see anything. Let us
Becomes easier. Since you sort of motion to Safira, he addresses her, seeming to
Oh.
think that that sort of was an area of expertise of hers.
know. In theory. In theory, it is.
When we get up a little ways, the snow makes it easier to track.
Right.
Down here, more difficult.
Okay, that's good to know.
Do you think it worth it to take a hunting trap with us? Or is that not something we...
Perhaps. If you're trying to sneak by something and need to anchor it in place, I have used such a thing before.
Very well. I have one such.
It's good.
The quicker we move through the tunnels, the better. As it gets darker, creatures of the mountains seek shelter for the night. There are a couple reasonable areas for a short reprieve, if needed. Do you feel we need one now, before you depart?
No, sir.
I'm alright.
Hold on to my girdle. Wow.
I'm fine.
Oh my god.
He's a monk.
He'll be fine.
Okay.
Guys, I was down to 11 health.
You're a madman.
A useful tool.
It heals me a little bit without having to rest.
Where did you get it?
Where did I get it?
I don't remember.
I think all the way back in Orange.
I was gonna say it was a long time ago.
Maybe in Orange.
Orange, no way.
Like in Robert's
No, I think it
basement?
was in
Mukmu, maybe?
Mukmu, I think it was. Up from one of the southern cities, a peddler of wares. A useful thing.
Yes.
Allows me to keep moving without having to rest.
Have you used it up now?
Yes.
All right.
So you leave it then?
No, it can recharge after a certain time, but I just can't use it for probably tomorrow. I'll be able to use it.
If I want to ask for one, what do I call it?
Oh, it's called a minor restoration girdle. I'm not sure if they're common or if they're regularly made or if I found sort of one of a kind.
Okay.
Do you have magical items yourself?
No.
Does that seem true?
Make it.
Oh god, you gonna try to rob him?
Except for this.
I'm gonna try it.
Don't try.
22.
It didn't seem
rob
true.
our guy.
It did not seem true?
Oh.
Do I see anything on him that seems like more intricately crafted than I would expect from sort of a mountaineering Goliath?
No.
Or like
He
jewelry
certainly,
or
he
anything?
he does have a little bit of jewelry. He has like a necklace and a couple like leather bracelets.
Any like sapphires or
Not a very ornate piece of jewelry. Like it's a simple chain with So nothing that stands out immediately. And when you fought in combat with him, he didn't use any magic during that combat. So
I don't recognize the symbol that he's got.
it like on his necklace,
Yeah.
it doesn't even have a symbol. It's just kind of a looping chain. Yeah, it doesn't have like a specific.
Shell.
he also has frosted tips. It's a whole thing.
Oh.
We're all about to have frosted tips.
I only have 2 key points, not 2. All right.
Shall we?
Yes.
We shall.
Look forward to the climb. Puts
Yes.
his sack on. He starts to walk forward.
Oh my
And you guys start to move.
Oh boy.
I'll keep an eye on her. Empty footprints.
Yeah.
Sure.
You guys were all fully okay after that fight?
I mean, yeah, you're the only one who got hit.
damn,
Actually,
Forgot anyone.
Bragg's
got
like,
it.
everyone okay? Yeah!
You're the
I had
only
11
one
HP
any
and only 2
damage.
key points.
I can heal you if it.
No, I know. I have 19 now. I just didn't want to. 11 would fine. I go down quick.
God.
I also have 2 key points.
You follow Praxis's lead once more, this time on foot. It's now that you realize just how adept he is at traveling over this kind of terrain. Without the aid of horses, you frequently find yourselves falling behind his kind of long strides and very keen eye for solid ground. Praxis, once he gets ahead a little bit and he kind of can no longer hear you close behind, you'll see him stop and just kind of peek over his shoulder, wait a moment, and then when you get close, start to move again. You're approaching elevations where the snowfall doesn't melt quite so easily. You're not walking through drifts, but plenty of kind of crunchy, frosted grass and shrubs that look a little glassy, a little pale. Unless you're one to prefer the ocean breeze along the shore, the air here is as fresh and crisp as anywhere in the world. Though you do sense your body's starting to need a little more of it as you continue your slow ascent. An extra deep kind of
Ugh, altitude.
inhale here and there, and an extra swig from your water skin on occasion.
Not me.
No, not you.
Oh.
Clumps
No,
of trees are thinning out, but not disappearing altogether. You're not kind of above the tree line where the trees aren't growing at all. And it's after passing through a small patch of pine that Praxis raises a hand. And he points up. You see this sort of ascending hillside, and at the very top, a large opening a few hundred feet away. And like the winding trail that led to Upper Osrins, there are portions of the path that look man-made. Here, even more so. A reinforced kind of stone pathway, little steps to make the climb more manageable. So once again, some of these routes are used enough that they actually bothered to kind of make trails out of them and not just sort of free climbing through the mountains. You see the old construction. Everyone see? Yes?
Yeah.
You'll find plenty of that in the tapered tunnels.
Okay.
There are crystals inside the tunnels that glow with a very dull light. And long ago, some mining groups thought they could be collected for a profit, for magical components, whatever. But it turns out the crystals don't really do much, and they don't have the right properties, and they lose their light after a couple of days. So they are pretty, but not useful. Eventually, the miners saw that it was not worth the trouble, but there are rooms with abandoned carts, tools, scaffolding. You will see this along the way. I tell you this so you aren't fooled into thinking that someone has come through recently when you see it.
Understood.
Takes a couple more steps.
What is it?
First test starts now. He points up to the top of the little hill there. So the hill kind of goes up and then it plateaus out at the top. And where the entrance to the tunnel is, you look up and you see, as you follow his finger, several outlines that at first just look like maybe mounds of snow and rock. But now that you're standing still, you can see that these jagged rocks are actually shifting and moving in pairs, as if in unison.
Oh god.
They're antlers. And they belong to several very large moose that are enjoying the last rays of sunshine in this exposed area before it falls beneath the peaks.
Yes.
White moose. Very aggressive. Very territorial. We actually have a problem here in the Rapras with their overpopulation. They are bullies to the smaller species. Looks like we're going to have to find a way through them, or around. So, as he looks up the hillside and points these out,
Are there two we see two only?
go ahead and turn your
Turning on the band.
Dearest
I missed the button.
Oh,
Oh no, I let go of the button. Why does it make the whole...
Sweet, sweet moose.
Oh,
might have to take this out.
I have to hold it for like 80 seconds.
So, you guys are down here, kind of at the base. Let me put the little light on. Down here at the base. And there's this little pathway, again, some kind of man-made steps, stone, sort of zigzags
cool.
back and forth, up. And then some of these moose here. This is the entrance to the tunnel up here, the tapered tunnel.
Okay.
And here's the moose. And they're not all standing. A couple of them are kind of crouched down. One of them's kind of over by one of the trees that still has some needles and leaves that's kind of munching on the tree. So they're kind of idly moving around. They don't seem to be doing anything particular. Again, sort of this plateau is getting the last bits of sunshine before the sun begins to set. So they're enjoying this slightly warmer spot up here. So this is what you guys see. Let me go ahead and place you guys on here. We've got Erland. Erland. Let me come down here. We've got Safira.
Make worm clothes.
We've got
I
Graven.
did outfit some of us with some like warmer looking.
Reaper Orba. And newly made, thank you, Jordan, a Praxis.
Can we keep him?
Yeah, apparently
there
not. He doesn't even want
Yeah,
to
I
keep up this. He
There's
barely wants to be
Praxis.
here.
He's like, you guys smell? I am.
Yeah, I don't want
So
to
this is what you guys are looking at. This sort of tall hillside here. So we'll come back to a shot of us.
Oh boy.
So you have this kind of narrow pathway that leads up, and some sort of plan to deal with the moose at the top.
Are they creatures that would naturally follow us into the tunnels if we simply tried
You
to
said
run
they were
past.
territorial.
Right, but is there territory outside the tunnels?
Yes, I would not run into the tunnels if they had detected your presence. They would follow you in, and they are more dangerous on the inside, where they could pin you to a wall or charge at you.
Yeah, I was gonna say, if I'm gonna get attacked by an animal with antlers, I don't want it to be in a corner.
He sort of...
So, I think the best way through is probably to off them. No?
You believe that any sight of us, they will be incited?
Unless it is from a great distance, yes.
Do they fear fire?
They might startle with a loud noise or flash of light. Would have to be a big one.
Problem is,
Sorry.
no, I just don't want them to follow us in. Even if we scare them off for a moment, if they hear noises in the tunnel and then come after us after we're already in there, that's hardly better than just attacking them when we're out in the open.
What if we were to sneak up closer, and perhaps, I believe you have our thunderstones.
No.
I believe I have the thunderstone. I have 2 thunderstones.
I'm kind of
Perhaps-
checking my bag to make sure we didn't leave anything.
I have these thunderstones that we could perhaps throw.
What is a thunderstone?
It pushes, it will push creatures very close, further away, but it also makes a concussive sound.
Very loud.
Very loud, up to 300 feet away.
Your magic tools impress.
Thank you. But perhaps if it was something loud and startling, that would get them running away from the tunnels.
Hang on.
I suppose the other side is they might run into the tunnels.
We would have to try to throw it beyond them and break it so that they run.
At the risk of sounding overconfident, it's just 4 little moose. I mean, can we not
Just-
take them?
Little. They look huge.
Oh, they don't. I mean, I suppose large moose, but we did just take on a pack of wolves in the alpha, so I don't know.
I think given what we have coming ahead, the more we can avoid combat, the better.
That's what I'm saying. What I'm thinking might happen if you throw one of those thunderstones is they disperse for a moment, we go by, they hear us in the tunnel, and then they come after us then. In which case,
In which case, we would have another thunderstone to throw at the entrance to
Scare them away.
scare them away again.
We're not across our
I
fingers.
think we would have to hide. I think we'd have to get as close as we can
Yes,
without
up
being
to the
seen.
up to the ledge. Erland's going to point to the ledge right in front. Up to the ledge, try and approach quietly. Throw a stone towards the sort of entrance of the cave, and then hopefully that scares them actually towards us, and we would have to climb the ridge.
Stay hidden as they run past.
Yes, behind perhaps some of those trees.
Staying hidden might be difficult, but possible. They will come down the path. There's not really another way.
I like the idea. My one concern is there an alternative that we can utilize that doesn't consume our tools? Is there something that
was gonna
would
say-
reuse or refresh?
You have seen me shed light in a wide berth, damaging radiant light. Yes,
Yes.
I could do that.
You could also perhaps throw your voice, as you have in the past.
I cannot actually.
You cannot. Because of the... Yes.
Well, and I'm kind of gesturing to my arrow, like, I can't become a wolf, but I can, obviously, I can shoot them. I'm just saying, I think we're going to start a fight anyway. If we start a fight with the Thunderstone, then we're definitely wasting it. But if we just start firing at them, at least we have a vantage point. They don't know where we are. We have the element of surprise.
Vantage point, we are below them.
Well, we have the element of surprise.
The
So,
path up to the top is very narrow, sometimes 10 or less feet across. If you scare them, make them come down the path, is there a way to use that to our advantage? A tool at your disposal to
we could set up a trap,
them,
couldn't we?
or
We have a
kill
single,
For a single creature.
single trap.
any way to turn the tides in our favor will go a long way.
I've got caltrips. But other than that, I mean, I've got rope, I suppose. But
Trip them, perhaps?
If the timing is right, I could use a very powerful spell, but they would have to all be rather aligned, actually.
Well, on a narrow path down, that could be a...
We could perhaps tie I have a climber's kit. We could perhaps tie rope to either side of trees so that if they're running, it will
they
trip
jump?
them. If you put it high enough,
Or
they
at
won't be
least
able to-
stop them so that they're all in a line.
Or low enough that they might not notice it and trip over it. All right. Say we go up as far as we can where we know that we won't be seen. And then start to sneak up and perhaps lay a few of these traps. Caltrops, the hunting trap, the rope across 2 trees.
That's a lot of resources for a full moose.
Some of many of these things are regathered after.
The Thunderstones are not, but a trap or a caltrops, you can collect those after you.
Yeah, these are
Oh, a
reusable.
trap? Really? They're not.
Well, it does, but then you can
Kill it, and then you take it back. Yes, hunting trap, ropes, caltrops, these are all reusable items.
All right.
And then I could try to sneak up. Orba, do you have the ability to ring the bell?
Yeah.
That could be our first gambit. Have it be a loud noise that might spook them down towards us into our traps.
I thought the bell was all in here. Was it
It
not?
is a sound, it is a loud.
only the creature hears
Yeah, I
it.
was gonna
Yeah.
say
In
it's
their
not.
head,
It's
yeah.
only the creature.
Well,
Did we end up keeping that stupid horn you stole off that woman?
I have that. We could do it to at least 2 of them to frighten and disorient them with the sound of a bell.
One would imagine that as soon as one is spooked, it pervades and makes the other spooked. We don't have to spook all of them.
Are avalanches common in this area?
Higher up in the mountains, not here so much.
I don't know if, and I'll take out the horn, I don't know if this is capable of that, if that's what you mean.
I don't know.
No. I would say, sort of looks at this sad
Yeah,
little
yeah.
horn, unlikely to scare the white moose.
If one is disturbed, is it possible that the others will kind of take on that energy?
Perhaps. I would not count on it.
I could also, similar to the Giralon, once we get closer, bring them down the mountain
Into the traps that I
into
mentioned.
the traps.
Without
We,
exhausting yourself too much?
and we ring the bell on the rear 2.
So then why don't we do this? Why don't we send you up to rally them down, and then we set up the traps beforehand. When you're running down, we start attacking them as they're in the narrow path.
Well, first we need to get up high enough that we can
Set traps.
trap them in a sort of...
Well, sure, but once we're up there, we
Yes.
send you in as bait, and then you come running back down, and then we get them on the way down. When they're chasing you. Yeah?
bait.
Can you attack from range?
I have knives I can throw.
I believe that is what we will try to use for the most part.
So for now, quietly up. Let me lead the way
As
so
far
I
as
don't
safe,
have to
yes, yes.
so I don't have to traverse the traps twice.
It's a good idea. Okay. Praxis?
So, are you giving him traps to set?
We're gonna. Oh, I guess I could go up quietly by myself and set up traps myself.
It's actually not a bad idea. I've got, and I'm kind of
If you're
reaching into my
comfortable.
bag.
Yeah, I'm taking out caltrops, a bag of caltrops.
Yeah, I have a bag of caltrops as well. Do we only need the one, or does he need both?
Might as well use both.
And then the hunting trap.
I'll take the hunting trap out.
Hunting trap far more effective than the caltrops. They might work, but they have hooves, thick hooves.
Would they work at all? Should I just tie a rope?
If they fall on them, yes.
So perhaps a
possible.
rope and then caltrops.
The caltrops just after the ropes.
Yes. All right.
I'll get my rope out. The
I have
climbing kit
climb-
rope
I have
out.
climbers.
Yeah, but put a couple, you know.
Okay. I'll grab that too then.
All right. Erland, give me a stealth check with advantage as you make the first sort of
Pressure, buddy.
I rolled the same thing twice. 25.
25. All right. Erland starts to work his way up. Are we on the thing? Great, yes we are. So Erland gets to the base here, starts to take a look. So as you're walking along, you're sort of making a mental note of some of the choke points here. So it usually comes where some of these little stairs are. Like this here is a nice little 10-foot gap. That's a small one. This one here is a very small one as well. That's even like a 5-foot gap there. And then as you get up to here, there's this sort of open area. And then so you get, with that stealth roll, you get all the way up to here. There's like a little wall here that is,
It's a wall.
it's not like a, it's like a small, like the creature might run around it or they might just jump over it. Like it's not that big. But if they run this way, this gap is also very small. That's another 5 to 10 foot gap. And then up past this, there's another little staircase there that you could see. That was a nice tight 5-foot gap. So as Erland gets to here, do you creep up further?
I'm going to, before I creep up any further,
Don't put Erland's stats up there, just since he's the one creeping around.
how wide is that little area right in front of me there?
Right in front of you. This one's 10 feet.
Okay, I'm going to on the 5-foot one where there's really only one place they can go. I'm going to
This
set
is
up.
that far,
I'm
yeah.
going to set up the hunting trap there.
Okay. Let me get-
They're medium creatures, it seems.
they look like large creatures.
Large creatures.
Oh,
So
okay.
can they even? They can. How do they traverse through something that's 5 feet wide if they're large?
I mean, it's not like a
Okay.
corridor. They'd have to kind of,
Okay, but does it seem like they would have to move slower in the way that like the Gurulon would have had to have moved slower through the trees?
They might have to be more careful with their footing. Yeah,
Okay,
a little
cool.
bit. Yeah.
So I'm going to set up a trap in that little 5-foot thing.
Great. So let me just look it up. Great. It takes an action to set. No problem. So I'm going to try and use this feature here. If I do this correctly.
Ooh.
So we're going to set up.
I don't know what's going on.
Hyping it up.
Wait, nope, that's not the right thing.
Oh!
There we go.
Fuck you.
So I'm gonna set this, anchor it into there. So there's a little AOE trap here, which we'll call red hunting trap.
Oh, okay.
Great. So you
Red light
take some
is-
time there.
Right.
This is finished. So you see, everybody sees Erland kind of bend down, and you take the end of the chain and you just kind of dig a little spot there. Push the chain in. So when you use the action to set it, trap forms a sawtooth steel ring that snaps shut when a creature steps on it. In the center, the trap is affixed by a heavy chain to an immovable object or buried in the ground, so there isn't really an object to tie it to, so you dig a little hole and you cover it up, put a rock over it. A tree or a spike driven into the ground. Creature that steps on the plate has to succeed on a dexterity saving throw or take piercing damage and stop moving. And the creature can only break free, or can only move limited by the length of the chain, which is 3 feet long. So it would be basically stuck there. And some creatures could try and pry themselves out, but a moose is unlikely to be able to.
Nobody's stepping it.
A creature can use its action to try and pull literally yank the thing out of the ground, but it takes damage when it attempts to do so.
Sucks.
Okay, so you watch Erland quickly finish setting up that trap there.
Okay. I am then going to proceed up to that where I sort of you said I could get to the little 10-foot thing up there, and there's no place for me to tie rope there, is there really?
Not really. It's pretty rocky. The rope areas might be you could. Don't know if there's a couple trees you can tie it to.
Oh, actually, no, that wouldn't work.
Yeah.
Make big coils on the ground.
Yeah. I mean,
It's
this
a climber's kit actually. So could I not hammer, 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 hammer,
with
hammer?
one of the pitons? Yeah,
Yeah.
you could hammer a
that
piton
make
into the
like
rock.
a
there.
wow?
Yes, it would make some noise.
What else you guys give me? You gave me
2 caltrips?
two caltrips.
Bags of caltrips.
Okay.
So
I'm going to
I'm gonna place one here.
from this distance, 'cause I'm a little bit away. I'm gonna place a bag of caltrips sort of behind me there at the foot of the stairs.
Great. Let me cover. Great. Covers a 5-foot square.
Oh, okay.
But you could put it in the middle of this 10-foot thing here. So,
Oh, great. And that would
So-
hit a large creature then.
Yeah, so if I do, roll, it's diameter.
Traps.
2.5. Great. So we're gonna make caltrips.
So I'm doing that at the and then I want to try and and this is where I'm going to try and use the what are they called, pitons?
Yeah, pitons to anchor something.
I'm gonna try and anchor in and I'm gonna do it on top of the rocks
idea.
so that it can maybe trip them if they're moving this way. Because I assume if I go in this way, they could pull out.
He's gonna have to make another.
Say that again.
So I'm just gonna go vertically in,
Got
so
it.
that it will hopefully trip them if they're moving horizontally.
Got it. Okay.
Wise to what that is.
And I assume those rocks are 5 feet off there. How they don't look super high off the ground.
They're not yeah, they're 3 feet off, 4 feet off the ground, 3 feet, 4 feet off the ground.
Okay, so I'm gonna
Even
hammer,
less if
hammer,
it's
hammer,
at the top of the stairs.
and I'm gonna put it at the top of the stairs there.
Okay.
Actually, I'll do it so that it's I'll put the caltrops a little bit back, and I'll hammer in the climbing kit, so it's at the edge of the rock by the the lowest point of the stairs, so it's maybe 3 feet high rather than right at the top.
Okay.
If that makes sense.
I think so. I don't
Yeah,
think
exactly.
I can. And I don't think I can do a horizontal one that stays there, but I'll do another. So this is like the AoE of the rope, basically. And we will make the rope blue. Great. So blue is rope. Purple is caltrops. Red is hunting traps. Give me a stealth check as you attempt to hammer in the
I
heat on.
told you so.
And immediately as Erland kind of takes one out, everyone kind of watching from down below, sort of
Luck.
watching carefully.
The moral of the story: when you
Oh,
push your
just
luck, is you roll a
kidding.
natural 20.
Don't.
Knowing that one sound could be the difference between disaster and a successful trap, you quietly listen and wait, and you find a nice sort of nestled spot between two rocks that are butting up against each other. And even you don't even use the metal part of the hammer; you use the wooden part to kind of.
Good job, Erland.
Relax.
Smart. Big brains, Erland.
String the rope across. And you sort of feel the rope.
Sick.
All right, you have those successfully set up.
Some Macaulay Culkin shit going on over here.
Okay. So
You still have a set of caltrops. And
I can get over these, right? Obviously, I'll have to do.
Yes, if you know they're there, you can easily get
Oh,
around.
okay. Oh, good.
Caltrops and rope, if you move at half speed, you can move through them without setting them off. If you know they're
Oh,
there.
cool.
Yeah.
Great. So I'm gonna proceed upwards now.
All right, give me another stealth check. So as soon as Erland finishes the rope, everybody kind of watching. He's going further up.
22.
Erland gets to the wall,
Sort
sort of vaults it, and you quickly move up here so they don't kind of see you on the back side. All right. What are you doing up here?
How wide is that right there?
This here, yeah, like 20 feet, 20 feet.
Large creatures are how wide? 10?
Yeah, they occupy it. They're not 10 feet wide, but they occupy a 10 by 10.
Looking up straight ahead, is that final set of steps about 10 feet wide?
I believe it is.
Moose man.
Yeah, it's like 10 feet. Yep.
There's no fucking way I'm gonna be able to get there. Okay.
Spinkle.
I am going to go inside the earth. I am going to also. Okay, so they're gonna get up from crampons. The only thing that's gonna bottleneck it is the hunting crampons. Sorry,
And they're like,
okay.
That would hurt.
I am going to. With the caltrops, how can I place them in a way that they'll have to hit them there?
it's too. You could put them in the middle, but it's too wide to guarantee that they will definitely walk through them.
Okay. I am going to. Yeah, that's the spot. I'm going to do it right there. I'm going to put it right in the middle there.
Right, like here, like there.
Yeah. Oh, does that plant take up some space there? Like, do they? I just want to know.
It's a small plant on the ground. They could easily
Oh,
walk
it's a
over
small-
it.
Oh, it's not a. Okay, I see. 'Cause I was thinking-
It's there. They see the caltrops and the plant, and they run through the caltrops rather than
Not the
look at
fern.
You're doing great, bud.
It can't
Thank you,
handle the
everyone.
spores. That's a plant trap.
I got you.
Okay, I'm gonna put him right in the middle there, and we'll just keep our fingies crossed. And then I will. How long is the rope on a climber's kit? 25.
What did we say?
50?
Caltrops purple, I think.
No, I think it was green, wasn't it?
No, I don't think so.
There's no
Purple.
25 feet. Is that at 25 feet wide? Can I get a rope across?
Like right. Yeah, it is 25 feet.
All right, we're gonna try the same thing.
So you are closer here.
Oh, I know.
Okay, great. So Erland sets the
My God,
caltrops
this is
right,
called
sort of.
pushing your luck. This is what's.
Wait, can I actually before I do it? Can I see my friends down?
Yeah, you can see them. They're kind of everybody at the bottom is sort of just so they're not idly seen by the creatures. Is sort of up at the base or kind of back here at the rocks or the trees.
I'm gonna try and like give them a wave.
Sure. You guys, everyone's watching. You've been watching them, so.
What do you expect us to do? Shout? We can...
And I'm gonna go. I'll let you do this. I'll go.
5, 4.
Get ready.
Oh shit! He's counting down. What the? I'm gonna. Where do nowhere near you.
And then I'm gonna start.
All right, give me a stealth check with disadvantage, please.
I don't remember. I wasn't.
So,
Your roll.
14.
This time, as you're just putting the first piton in, you start to hear a little, just like rustling.
I'm
up
gonna
above.
prioritize speed.
Okay, great. Give me a dexterity check, straight sleight of hand check. Give me a sleight of hand
Oh
check.
God.
Sleight of hand.
Oh God.
17.
No.
17. All right. So Erland starts to kind of double time. You flip it over and take the hammer in. Pulling the rope as tight as you possibly
Get out
can.
of there.
So as you're making the sound, these creatures are starting
Yeah,
to come
here we
around,
go, baby.
And you start to see them kind of just loop their way around. Some of them kind of come over here,
Poor
to
little
here where the
friends.
sound
They
is,
don't-
just
they
to
don't
look
know what
off
they're
the
getting
edge.
for.
You hear them kind of
Oh, but
when they hit the rocks and start to peer over. You are able to get it up. So let me put.
Yes, I am able to get it.
Let me do this.
And in.
Pretty much all the way. Actually, yeah, it's pretty much all the way across. And then what did we have for rope? I forget what color that
It was blue.
Bleh.
was. Great.
How you guys remember these things?
Big brain.
Blue.
For lots of stuff.
Great. So we've got 2 rope traps, rope sort of
All the
lines
shit you guys gave me, I think.
in front of a couple sets of caltrops, and then all the way down here we have the hunting trap set up. And immediately as they start to pull around the side, you hear like a starting to
And
like
I'm gonna start running in the opposite direction.
Everybody give me initiative.
We have said that we would have maybe bridged a little bit of distance.
Yes,
when Erland
where
was
would
doing
you have liked to say
countdown.
when he was counting down? We'll give you 1 round's worth of movement before we start.
Okay.
So we'll say everybody was pretty much around this sort of just at the top of the stairs.
Before
here.
moving?
Yeah, before
Okay.
moving. So how yeah,
Is
go
there a
ahead.
spot that we could be 60 feet away? Like, what is that next plateau up there above us? How far away is that?
just like up to here?
Yeah.
Like 80 feet?
Okay.
oh God.
Would be if we got 20 feet closer, would we be able to see it?
Probably not. At the base of the cliff there, yeah, you'd be looking kind of. You might catch a glimpse of it if it was running close to the edge.
And if I went 30 feet towards the steps.
And you can go 60 because I'm just giving you a round's worth of
Oh,
movement.
okay. If I went 60, would I then be able to maybe see something 60 feet up above me?
You would be. So it's pretty steep here.
Yeah.
But you might be able to see it as it's kind of coming down around the
Well,
edge here.
I think in any case, I should just go to 60.
Okay,
Anyway, like
great.
that. Yeah.
I'm gonna
Orba?
follow suit with a full 60.
Great. You can go 60. Safira?
I'm gonna follow
Okay.
and go as far as I can.
Great. What's your movement again?
Oh my.
It's 35.
Everybody is 30 except for you.
It's a bit.
And practice.
20 to 25.
20.
Damn, Erland. Let me know about you, Matt.
Yep, give me 1 second.
Yeah, take your time.
Okay.
No,
let's
lose
see.
one every second.
No, he's the good guy too.
Praxis rolled a 17.
Oh, but Moose, not 20 to 25.
Moose. Hang on, let me get the stats up
That's
there.
okay. Then.
9.
So it's gonna be Erland first. 20 Erland.
Fuck those
15 to
knees.
19.
Oh, 19. I'm so sorry.
19 is Safira, and then you
17
said
was
17.
Praxis.
Zeus.
Yes. Sorry.
19. 10 to 14. 5 to 10.
The moose
Aw,
was
same. Not
9.
even 5 to 10.
9. Okay.
You
Orba was
lame.
7.
You lame. Lame. Wow. Wow. Leave.
And then
I'm-
Graven at the base.
Got a lot on my mind.
Firmly.
4.
Yes.
4.
What was the final order there?
All right, we've got Erland, Safira, Praxis, Moose, Orba, Graven.
Wait,
Moosin, there's more.
wait, but
Me.
my nickname in high school was Moose, so does that mean I get to go there?
Yes.
Praxis,
Moose?
Moose, Orba, Graven was the end.
Praxis, Moose,
Musical-
Orba,
it was
Graven.
from the musical Crazy for You.
Okay, Erland hears the loud clopping start to pick up behind him at its highest possible speed. But knowing that they're coming, the first person to act is Erland.
Hey.
So, where would you like to go?
Shit. And we're gonna start moving. We're gonna go 40 feet towards that little rock wall.
Great. This is 20. And are you vaulting that there? Give me an acrobatics check.
Run into the caltrops.
Imagine.
Me, 8.
8. You get up and oof, you fall prone on the other side. Just kind of.
Okay.
So go ahead. And,
So can I get myself up?
so that was 20.
No, you can't.
Another 10, so 30, and you're prone. So 30 and prone is what you've used.
And up.
Are you dashing? You'd have to
Yes,
dash.
I'm dashing.
Great. Okay. So that's another
Great.
half your movement, so another 20. So you've used 50 total feet of movement.
Great. So I have 30 feet left.
Great.
So I'm going to carefully sidestep over that.
Great. So you have
30.
you can only do 15 because if you move at
Great.
half speed, you won't
Yeah.
set any of the stuff. Great.
Great.
So you carefully over the rope and toes between the caltrops, and you get just to the other side of the little trap that you've set.
I'm gonna. They already know I'm coming. I'm gonna shout down, "For coming!"
And everyone can hear like the like a little mini stampede happening up above as they as soon as they get off of the platform, their hooves hit the like tile, basically the stone slate, and immediately there's this kind of loud echoing noise that comes down the mountainside. Okay,
All right, Safira.
Safira's up.
Okay, I can't get close enough to shoot at any of these guys, can I?
I don't think so. Let me, sorry, 1 second.
you're applying
apply.
turn
Yeah, I
order.
forgot to do the turn order.
okay. Do you want me to do
Erland, Safira,
Yeah, 'cause if I can't
Moose,
get up to hit anyone, then I'll probably just prepare
Moose.
for action. I'm not sure if I'm
Orba.
gonna use a spell slot.
Orba, Graven, apply. There we go, Safira. There we go. Okay, so I do not think you can see them from here. So right now they are 130 feet away.
Yeah, okay.
If you're
so I
shooting,
can take a disadvantage shot, right?
I think it might even
Yeah,
be.
because it's 150 to 600.
Yeah,
So I
so
actually,
over
wait.
You
No, I
can.
can take just a shot.
Yes, you can. You can take a
Yeah.
normal, no disadvantage shot. It's
Yeah, I
just
was gonna say.
shooting up the hillside. They have some cover, basically, because you're kind of like trying to shoot up. You can still take a
and
shot.
I
but-
can't get to a place where they don't have any cover.
No, you'll have to wait for them to come. But you can move up a
Well,
little
then I'm
bit
gonna move
further.
up a little bit,
Yeah, 30
and I'm
feet
gonna
there.
try to take a shot at them,
Great.
even with cover. I'm gonna use ensnaring strike,
Okay.
not one of my ensnaring arrows, which I
spell.
actually no, yeah, I don't have any of those anymore, guys. Rest in peace to those. But I am gonna use a spell slot.
Great.
Okay.
Just to that lead one there. I don't think you can even see
Yeah,
the others yet.
yeah.
So the lead moose.
Oh my god. It's 16 to hit.
16 will hit.
Hey.
Even with the partial cover.
Yes.
Good.
Partial cover.
They are moose.
All right.
Yes.
I
they
have
do.
moose.
They don't have armor or even particularly thick hides.
Oh my god, that's so sad. All right, 4 total damage.
4 damage.
Hey, that's
okay.
damage. Maybe.
I will mark that on.
And it should. Oh wait, since it hit with the ensnaring strike, let me tell you what that does. So it next time you hit a. Okay, so
Snapped.
a writhing mass of thorny vines appears at the point of impact, and the target must succeed on a strength saving throw or be restrained by the magical vines until the spell ends. A larger creature has advantage on the saving throw. If the target succeeds on the save, the vines shrivel away. So, while restrained by the spell, the target takes 1d6 piercing damage at the start of each of its turns. A creature restrained by the vines, or one that can touch the creature, can use its action to make a strength check against your spell save DC. On a success, the target is free.
Great. The arrow hits. Some of the vines start to move up its legs, and you can see it immediately start to get its cloven hoof and foot.
I don't
out
know
of the
what
way.
the save is, though.
It is your for rangers. It's based on wisdom. I think it's
Okay.
Isn't it
8
8 plus
plus
proficiency and
plus wisdom. I
Yeah.
think that's right. 8 plus your proficiency, which is 3, plus your wisdom modifier.
It makes the save right away.
Nothing.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, no, so it's plus,
So 12.
so it's
12. Okay.
Right? 3 plus 1. 4.
Oops.
Yes.
And it makes it with advantage. It is a large creature.
Yeah, yes.
Okie dokie. Must succeed on
Strength
strength saving throw.
Yep. 12 saves, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
12
that's-
saves. So anything, it's, yeah.
Great. Okay.
It's been less strong creatures.
Oh. gonna be close. Let me look up the strength. Ooh, it has a big strength modifier. 14.
That saves.
Okay.
Alright.
You tease.
Worth a shot.
It wasn't a
Probably
great roll,
won't-
but they have a big strength mod.
Probably won't try that again.
Second shot.
Okay. So 4 damage on that guy.
I do have a second shot, and I
You
will
can't
take
do
it.
numbers.
No, I think I figured out a way.
UD?
No, maybe not.
Oh, you
Maybe I lied. I thought if I had it. Damn it.
Oh,
I thought I had it figured out. What if I do
Go.
+4, as in 4 damage? Oh,
What's up, +4?
Minus 4.
Plus 4.
Minus 4.
Sure.
Change it next time.
Oh my gosh.
Not right
Okay, so I'm gonna take another shot at the same.
No, you can't do
minus
-4.
Oh.
Explain. Oh no, it's messed up now. I don't know what's
no.
going on.
Moose.
We're doing +4.
No, do not.
It's gone.
What have I done?
You
Did I seriously mess this up?
Why'd you tell me that? 4.
I really moosed it.
All right, 4.
Alright, so can I take another
You
shot
may
at
take the
same
second
guy?
shot. Yes. Oh, what is this?
Oh my god.
Oh,
We have a.
You really
There
broke
we
the
go.
game.
No, we're good. We're good.
that is a dirty 22 hit.
That will hit. Roll
His
for
tail
damage.
spiral.
He is
tail spinning.
Yes. No, I hit a wrong
okay.
button there.
That is 8 total damage on the first one, and then I get Colossus.
Slayer, yeah.
And that's an additional 6.
Okay. 14. So 18 total there.
And then I am done with my turn.
Great. So a couple arrows, and you can see as Praxis is kind of coming up the stairs behind you, as you're winding up the shot, he's almost like shaking his head like he doesn't think you're even going to make that shot. But you go up the hill, and you can see the creature, you can see the antlers kind of rattle back and forth as they get hit by both shots, and as he's coming up behind you. Okay, great. 18 damage on the first
Dude's
one
gonna be
there.
Well, I'm proud of
enamored
myself
of
because
it.
I've been.
I'm not saying Praxis is the father figure I never had, but Praxis might.
By the end of this, he's gonna be like
Daddy,
the artist.
sorry. Daddy, sorry.
Like,
We're gonna bring him out of his shell.
All right, Praxis, too far away to throw any knives or anything, is going to do 30 feet.
Be like, one time I
And-
brought a party into the mountains and oh, they were
So Praxis starts,
Gods, they
you
were
hear him kind
strong.
of sprinting up the side there. He passes by Safira, and as he's moving up the stairs, you can see him. He knows vaguely where it is, but he's like looking to make sure he doesn't run kind of haphazardly into the trap. And he spots it in front of him. We get to
Please
Orba.
don't do that, idiot. Imagine. Or just spend the half the
was
fight
like
being
his
like,
idea. He's
crack
like,
this
we'll set up
out.
some traps.
Okay, if
Idiot.
Orba were to move 30 feet forward, what is the closest thing to her? It's still too far.
I mean, it's
correct?
going to be about as far as Safira's was, so like 110 or something. I forget exactly.
Oh, okay. Can I?
It is
climb to a good
like
vantage
100
point.
feet, basically, yeah.
And he was not ensnared.
Or can you hear me?
You can't see me, bitch.
You just hear light little footsteps move by.
Orba's gonna cast Chill Touch. Fuck it. Let's just cast Chill Touch on that thing.
Back to the basics.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is that an attack roll?
It is an attack roll.
Great,
I don't
go
know
ahead.
why I'm sitting around here.
It does still have 3/4 cover going up the side of the mountain.
Okay.
Just 3/4 cover.
Oh, that's not gonna
That's
hit.
5. Let's go.
That's 7, 11.
11 misses, so bounces off one of the high rocks there.
Okay. I missed. And that's it.
Okay, that brings us to Graven.
Does Graven see the?
Wait, the moose didn't go, man.
Oh, you're right. Sorry. Yes, I should.
Oh,
Uh-oh.
can we retcon that?
Uh,
Is that
Remind
getting
him.
closer to me.
It's not going to be close enough. I don't think. So, but we'll see. I mean, the roll's going to be the
Bet
same.
these
What was
also
the
have some
roll?
special
11 or
ice
something?
magic.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
That's still.
These also have some special ice
I was
magic.
well. If they were within 60 feet of me, I was gonna
Okay,
control the dead.
I'll do the
See?
moose.
Everything's gonna have ice
All right, so the moose, the 40 feet of movement is its movement speed, and then it's going to dash and come
go.
through here. So as it's charging forward, it's running very, very quickly and sort of doesn't look at its feet as it's moving forward. It is going to move through the rope. White moose have the ability Sure-Footed, which gives them advantage on strength and dexterity saving throws against effects that would knock it prone, which this would. A rope trap is designed to sort of
Oh,
trip
so
up the
it
creature.
won't have advantage on the hunting trap.
No,
then?
that is not a
Sick.
prone device. Yes, any sort of
That's a-
tripping related
that's a
trap,
kill you
it has
device.
advantage against. So,
You might still step on the.
That's a monk thing. That's officially
prone.
called a
Okay,
monk.
so it's gonna make an advantage. And what is the?
Those monks.
A rope trap is the same as caltrops. So let me just make sure. I have the. It's a DC 15. dexterity.
Ooh, that's not nothing.
Okay. 18 was the high roll on that one. So you watch it kind of take a little leap, and it's going to come down, and I'm going to give it a perception check to see if it can quickly avoid the caltrops here.
And caltrops can hit multiple things as they run by it, right? Like it wouldn't be.
They wouldn't be used up.
Yeah.
That was a natural 20 on its perception. So as soon as it comes down on the other side of the rope trap, it pivots hard and starts moving toward the
It'll
other
trip and
area.
fall over this brick wall.
It is going to.
Yeah, that'll get it. That'll get it. Not the rope, but that brick
I don't
wall
think
that's
it can
always
quite.
been
Its
there.
max movement is just up to the edge of the wall, so it looks like it's getting ready to leap over that wall as it finishes its turn.
At least it doesn't have that.
So
bullshit
that was
charge
the
thing.
one that's going to be the closest.
Okay.
Which is.
Was he within 60 feet?
He was never within 60 feet at any point.
Okay, then I wouldn't have.
Okay.
I would do the same thing. So.
Great.
Does Graven see the magic coming out of Orba?
Yes.
So he
magic
sees
effects.
the.
Yep.
Okay.
Any projectile or magical effect he sees.
Chill touch is not a projectile though. The hand just appears.
Here's where it is. It's not.
Ray of frost is.
Ray of frost.
Yes. Yeah. Okay.
I could
Great.
hear you whispering a spell.
So let's move this one up to its movement speed. Let's move this one
I
up.
was about to say there are verbal.
Yeah, I know.
40. Okay, so this one is going to have another shot here, so it's going to make another, it's another 20 feet about, and it's going to make this with advantage dexterity saving throw.
None of them are like bad at this.
That is 0 dex mod. That's a 12. That's going to fit you with advantage. So that creature, it sees the rope, but it comes up just a little too late, and you hear kind of a as it hits the ground and rolls forward. It's going to roll into the caltrops
Yes,
here.
it is.
Knocked down.
What an idiot.
Roll into the caltrops. So as it rolls, you Erland, who's peeking back at the creature sort of coming up behind him, you watch as it slides along the tile, and like you can see a smear of blood that kind of moves across. It's gonna take. Caltrops don't do a lot of damage. It takes 1 piercing damage. What? But it can't move anymore this turn. It's prone right now, and its speed is reduced by 10 until it heals in some capacity. So for all purposes,
speed is
permanently
reduced
by
by
10.
10?
Yeah, because it has like these sort of
Right.
big barbs in it that are making it difficult for it to move.
Cool.
Are they used? And they're not used up. Like they can still hit someone else.
There's some still on the ground there. It has some kind of stuck in it,
Yeah.
but you can pull those out later as well.
Herbs.
So this creature, in addition to being knocked down, minus 10 moves, minus 10, I'll say minus 10 feet, and then we'll do, numbers isn't going to let me do it.
1.
And 1 damage. Let me do it, maybe? Yep, minus 10 feet. Doesn't have
What?
It doesn't
But
say
the one
one.
isn't
Yeah.
there. Oh my god. That's
All right,
funny.
minus 10 feet. 1.
Wow. Oh my god.
The labeling thing. Oh yeah, it is there. It's just under.
Oh, it's
there
just
we go.
lower. Okay.
Okay, great. So that one tripped and fell. These ones already used 40. They're gonna dash and go 20, another 20, 20, and another 20.
Can that one up by the wall see me?
Like maybe the tail end of your feet as they're moving
Know if
away.
he had that thing.
Great. We're back to Orba now. Well, we did Orba, but to Graven now.
All right. Can get up to right around
There we go.
where Orba is.
Okay. There's 30 feet basically. It takes you right up to Orba.
Definitely not within 60 of anything, right?
Not within 60 now.
Can I use my dash to try to kind of climb up on that snowy patch right there?
Sure. Give me an athletics
Or,
check.
I mean, I guess does 30 get me around, up and around to it?
20 and then like another 10 to get up to the hunting trap basically.
I'm gonna try to get up onto the snowy area.
Give me an athletics check. It's not a terribly difficult climb. It's just kind of a layered boulder there.
Athletics. I'm
Step on
very
his toe.
13 at that.
13, great. Make your way up
Oh,
onto
huzzah.
here. We'll say that takes 20 feet of movement, a little bit of difficult terrain movement.
Then just another 10 forward.
Okay, great.
For the to try to.
So you're even kind of behind this little rock. I mean, you're not like fully hidden or anything, but yeah, you're behind that little rock.
And then how far am I away from it right now?
From the closest one that you can see, like 90 feet.
Great. So it might get within range next turn.
Great. Okay, Erland, you're up.
I don't think I need to continue to get their attention or anything. I'm just gonna keep moving.
Great.
40 feet straight ahead.
40 feet gets you about there.
And then I will take my dash action to try and get me on the other side of that there trap.
So that's 20 to get up to it, and then are you gonna move half speed through here?
Yes.
Great, so it's another 15 would be 30. You can't quite make it through there. We'll say you're just on the other side of it there, but you know where it is, and you're slowly moving through it. Great. So Erland has just stepped over the trap.
I'll sort of say,
Praxis is right there.
Safira hit one, and another one has fallen into caltrops. 2 more coming afterwards.
Good job.
Are we waiting here behind the hunting trap?
Yes.
You watch Praxis sort of hunkers down.
Try and bottleneck them here.
Okay.
All right, it's Safira.
All right, Safira.
Okay, I'm going to move up even more just to behind the hunting trap because I still want to stay behind it, and then I'm going to take another shot at this guy who is trying to get over the little ledge here.
Okay.
The one that I've already hit.
Great. So this one still has some partial cover, but you can take a shot at it.
Okay, I'm going to.
You can also ready it for it to come around the corner. However, you wouldn't get a multi-attack if you ready the attack. But
She already rolled poorly.
It's a 10 to hit.
take that second shot. It ricochets ting off that little wall.
What does that say? Is that cocked?
No, that's 13.
Okay,
21.
thank you. 21.
The 21, that will hit. That'll hit, yeah.
Okay. I don't know why I waited for so long there. Like I wasn't sure if the 21 was gonna strike it. That's cocked.
What is up with that dice tray? That's not.
How did I manage to do that? 6, and then Colossus.
Great.
Ooh, 8 additional damage.
Okay, another 14 damage, which takes us up to 32.
These are hefty.
Beefy boy.
Great, so
These
as those
boys.
arrows go, now it has kind of 3 arrows stuck into it, and it's starting to kind of still moving forward, but limping its way down.
I like most.
It was your idea to kill him!
I know, but they're apparently an invasive problem. They're like overpopulated.
There we go.
You know that Matt put that
Listen,
in
I
there
care
for you.
about biodiversity,
They're like spotted
guys.
lanternflies.
I'm preserving.
You have to just-
Listen,
Like you
There's
heard
a
your
sign
name.
that
we're
says
preserving
yeah.
the badlands.
You heard your name in that.
Yeah. Oh, I know. That was for me. Yes, I know.
You still have 15 feet of movement. Are you?
I know. I'm gonna hang out where I am.
Okie doke. All right, Praxis is going to get all the way up to the trap.
Nice.
Yeah, I don't think that would help me though. If I got up to where Graven was, that wouldn't give me a better vantage. Would that give? That
would get
it'd
you
still
out
have
of the
cover,
path.
right?
Yeah, I mean, as
I wanna
long as
stay
they're
where I
still
am,
up
then.
there.
I'd rather be right
It's
behind.
more or less the same. You're just not kind of in the path.
Yeah,
It would be
I'd
difficult.
rather-
It would be more difficult for them to get at you.
Yeah, I'm not worried about
Okay.
it. They're a little ways away.
Great.
Have
So
at least
Praxis,
one more trap.
Praxis is going to just move up just 5 feet there to get as close to the hunting trap as he can, and he's just going to ready in action if they come all the way to
I
the
have
hunting
Zephyr
trap.
Strike.
Okay, next
Get
up
out
is
there.
Moose.
All right, the moose.
I wanna use him
continue
everything.
on.
I'm not going to.
All right, this one's gonna try and attempt to hop over this little wall
He's
here.
gonna trip and fall and then fall down.
He definitely did not do that. Hops over and he's going to once again make a with advantage saving throw against the rope here. Double 19. That was
Get outta here.
He's supposed to try and avoid the crampon, the fucking
Why?
drops.
What?
So
They're not-
once again, one hop,
Clamp
another
ons.
hop to get over the next rope, and he's gonna try and walk through the caltrops here, not with advantage. 14. I think that fails. What did I say?
You said it was
15?
15.
You said it was 15.
You said it was 15.
If I did, yeah, 15 dexterity saving throw.
Nice.
So it
Like
it
it's gonna take
steps in the caltrops, takes
gonna
one
say, it's
piercing
not gonna
damage,
What if
and
it
it
doesn't?
explodes. But it has to stop moving for the turn. It can't move anymore in the turn,
Right.
and it has now also lost 10 feet of its movement.
Oh, great.
So 33 minus 10 move. There we go. Great. So it stops there. Can't move any further. It's also kind of, I mean, it's kind of crowding the little spot there.
Yeah, it's taking
Other
up
ones might be able
space,
to
right.
sort of maneuver around, but it's definitely crowding the spot. Okie dokie.
Right in the
This one is going to get up for
Glad we
half
all
its
have the same
movement.
Like
And
it's
it's
fun.
also minus 10 movement. So
Yeah,
that's,
right.
20. So it only has 10 feet after getting up, and then it can dash for another 30. So it's gonna try and get up over this thing. I'm gonna say
Don't make
with the
sad moose sounds, I will
caltrops,
stop
it's going to have disadvantage on this.
will lose all resistance.
As it goes to get over the wall, it's already sort of limping a little bit, and it tries to jump, and it just doesn't clear it, and falls on the other side.
Buddy,
got
no. Oh,
Look at
no.
that pile of moves.
Twice. He's fallen down twice trying to get down this hill. Oh, little friend.
Okay,
Oh,
this
no.
rope trap is now inert.
No.
So the first moose that tripped
Oh,
over
right.
it pulled, like it's so heavy, it just pulled the rope with it. The caltrops are still there, but the rope
Wow,
is gone.
Erland, you couldn't have set that up stronger.
Did he break the rope?
No, it just it pulled the piton out of the rock.
Pull the
there.
crampons out.
Yeah.
Crampons right out of the caltrop?
Clamp on.
Crampons.
Everything's a crampon. It trips over a crampon, falls on a crampon.
Gets a crampon in its pelt.
Hold on, let me go with my healing crampon.
Okay, this one is gonna come up here. It's gonna try and make a perception check to notice the.
Whoa,
caltrops
careful that
remaining
plant there, buddy. Poison ivy.
It's
Be careful with that
natural
bird.
2. It is gonna get stuck in the caltrops there.
Wow.
Wow, who would have thought these would be
Minus
useful?
10 feet, 1 or 1.
I really didn't think
damage.
moved creatures would really get this tripped
Yeah,
up.
so as they're running, they can get stuck in between. In addition to that, as they're running through, like the caltrops kind of kick up in the air and get stuck in their sort of fur. They're barbed, so they have the ends have little barbs.
You ever take a dog for a walk in the snow? They get little like snowballs.
Yeah,
so-
all those little plant things.
That one, because it got stuck there in the caltrops, the other one maneuvers around it and does not
That's
walk
fair.
through
That's
it.
fair. That's fair.
So it gets all the way.
Does he add to that pile?
Yeah.
He definitely sees the pile up. Okay, that is the moose. Orba, you're up.
Okay, so Orba's gonna
We're
climb
here.
up. She's gonna follow Graven.
Give me an athletics check. Not a difficult climb.
I hear the grunts and groans. Can I just reach out a hand to try to like
You walk
in her direction?
further forwards.
Athletics.
Yep.
13.
13, okay. You get your. That takes.
so
We'll say that took
strong.
20 feet of movement there to get up to the top.
Okay,
Of the rock.
I'll meet Graven then. I'll do
Okay.
another 10.
Go.
She's gonna.
You hear without being able to see, kind of like pulling herself up.
Little video game sounds.
And then. That is exactly how I sound.
Guys, we're on Tumblr now.
That's all it is on Tumblr, just us grunting.
Soundboard.
Orba's going to find the one that looks the roughest, which I think is the guy that's
Yeah,
the
he's
front
all
one, yeah.
front.
Little,
one that's
little
caught in
friend
the
has
caltrops
3
there.
arrows in him.
Yeah,
Should've
okay.
been 4.
Bleeding in a number of places. He's got caltrops
I don't
caught
have
in his
glasses.
hooves.
And next to Graven, he hears, "Die, that's a lot!" And she's gonna ding his dongerino.
Okay.
So go ahead and give me a wisdom save.
Wisdom save.
Scaring the absolute
Wisdom
crap out of
save.
Graven. God.
I know those words.
13.
Fails.
Okay.
So
I
you
think we've
take
heard each other's
2d12
spells long enough that we
necro-
know.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
You guys do.
All right. Come on. Oh yes, max roll. 15. necrotic.
15. So as that one is sort of working its way through the
back ramp.
caltrops, you watch as its neck kind of hearing this.
no.
You can't hear the sound, but
Oh no!
falls in a kind of heap there on the ground.
Oh, does that fuck it up a little bit?
Oh, it's dead.
No,
What
like
do you
does that
mean?
fuck up the pathway? Sorry, I should.
It's kind of blocking the path. However, it does fall like onto the caltrops. The caltrops are definitely not going to get stepped on there while its body is there. I mean,
you have to kill it there.
Yeah.
What?
Come on.
I thought that was good.
I mean,
Oh, are the caltrops not our
there-
business?
yeah, no, but
yeah. So the caltrops there,
maybe in
no
the
one's
way.
gonna step on us because of. Oh my god, he's circling. Okay, yeah, he's sort of dead in the path
we
there.
watch his neck break and then he spins
God.
around in an exorcist circle.
Oh my god, I can't get it to go where I want. There we go.
Okay, and I got
Okay.
fatal draw from that. So I
Oh
have
great.
that
Oh
later down.
fuck! Please read Fatal Draw.
Oh.
This is one of the first times you have that.
Spells eligible for fatal draw can be cast without expending a spell slot. I think the one that I have is Orba's
The
scythe.
Scythe of Extinction. I like
Nailed
the
it.
name.
If she's killed a medium or large creature within the past hour, after using this feature, a new medium or larger creature must be killed in order to gain it. A kill is defined by reducing a creature to 0 hit points with an attack or a spell.
So you can't push something off a cliff and get the benefit of it.
But I didn't. Okay, so I think that's my turn.
Great. Graven,
Bullshit,
you're
you
up.
can't get the benefit.
Is the other one that is still alive within 60?
The one that's so within 60.
Yeah.
Oh
no.
shit! Wait, was that guy not within 60 feet?
he was 75 feet away.
Told dead at 60 feet.
Oh no.
I thought he was.
You had.
I'm sorry.
You had. You didn't.
I had fucked up. Oh fuck!
He had 33 damage against.
Yep.
Fuck, sorry.
Caltrops are back, baby.
Yep.
Going beer it.
Now I'm gonna do the same thing.
And he had minus 10 feet of movement.
Wait,
as
can
well.
you hit it?
She can't hit it with that
Oh, if
attack.
you move.
I'm gonna cast Chill Touch instead.
Okay. Because she's out of
Sorry,
movement.
plus
Undimmed dog.
Sorry. 8 plus 7, 15 to hit?
15 will hit.
Okay, great. So now I'm doing
There we go.
2d8 instead. Sorry,
He'll
guys.
still go down.
4, 10 necrotic.
10 total. It still goes down.
Yeah.
So same result. There we go.
The way they fall over.
It's not about
is so
how you
tragic.
Great.
So,
Can
I move so that I'm 60 feet?
So
can I
to
kind
be
of
within 60 feet?
He's 90, I think you said.
Yeah. So you need to move.
Oh, Jesus.
Wow.
And that's all difficult.
It looks difficult.
It's not difficult terrain, but you would have to make another athletics check to try and navigate over the rocks.
I couldn't do that.
And is that still a spot where they would be a tough time getting to me if I was over there?
Yeah.
They would I don't know. Looks like they could charge into me off the edge.
Possibly, if they hopped up. There's a little lip there.
Don't stand there, idiot. Don't do that.
That's a spiky rock.
Don't do that. Please. Oh, he's thinking about it.
Thinking about it.
No!
I don't want anything that goes as 120 that doesn't expel a spell slot.
Everybody's so greedy. Spell slots.
I know,
So fragile.
I know. They are right now. This is the first fight.
Yeah, you shut up.
Well, calm down. They're all coming down. Everyone, they're all
could hold
coming
it.
down.
I will hold a cantrip. Yes, I will hold a
There we
total
go.
dead for
There we
whatever
go.
comes within 60 feet of me.
Great. The first creature that becomes within 60 feet.
Yes.
Great.
First.
Turns around.
Orba.
Hits Orba.
Actually, I can't see her. I can't target her with things.
Okay, Erland, unless you're moving at all. Okay, Erland, we're back to you. So you just on the other side. We'll say you sort of just get to the other side.
What are you gonna do? Throw darts? Why did you get so far away?
The trap is there.
Because there's a trap right in front.
I know.
Wowie.
Am I within melee range of that trap?
Yes, cool. Praxis is.
I
I
punch
punch
it.
her as well.
Just to show Praxis how strong I
Right into the trap.
Watch out for this right here. I'm gonna hold a dart attack for if it gets within
30? Yeah, so you could do the advantage range or the disadvantage range.
within. I'm gonna guess that they have within 60 feet.
Okay.
You can throw a dart 60
Yeah,
feet.
no.
With
Can
disadvantage.
you
30 with
really?
advantage, up to
Disadvantage.
60 with disadvantage.
How much damage does the darts do?
Enough.
Okay,
Not
well,
when
this is
he
gonna
throws
ready to
them.
Also
action.
hail me.
Any other movement or anything?
No, I want to stay within melee range of the.
Okay. Safira is up.
Okay.
So you're sort of looking over the shoulders here of Praxis and Erland, aiming your bow.
Can I see?
So you can see this one.
It's
It
got
is
advantage
prone,
'cause it's
so
prone.
you would have disadvantage.
That one that's around the corner.
You can
there,
see this one, but it has partial cover. So partial cover or
Is that one
disadvantage.
hurt as well?
I would
Which one's
rather
been hit?
take partial
This
cover.
one, no. The prone one is
The
hurt.
prone one has been hurt, so
I
I,
thought one of them.
This one, she can't see this.
I still don't want to take the
Oh, and he
disadvantage
took some
shot
damage?
though.
This one's hurt.
From the
Can't
That's
see
the
it.
Caltra.
Great.
This one is not hurt.
I can't see that one that's been hurt.
No.
Okay, so then I'm gonna take a shot at the one that hasn't been
I
hurt.
thought you were
Okay.
being smart.
That has partial cover.
Yeah.
Right.
From the
So
Graven.
not with disadvantage.
Yeah, not with
Partial cover.
disadvantage.
Fuck you.
Oh, is that cocked?
No.
What do you mean no?
So
What
many.
is it?
17.
Okay.
What is up with that?
It has a lip.
It has a
You
lip.
need
there
a
a lip?
different
Yeah,
dice tray?
they need a different dice tray.
25 to hit.
That will hit. Roll for damage.
I thought it might.
It's the same shape.
There's like a
Yeah,
dip.
this one doesn't have a dip though.
Oh, okay. Oh,
That
I
is
see.
only
dip.
5 piercing
5, and
damage.
it's
I'm
not
going to.
cursed.
Okay. Take another shot.
You
Great,
keep rolling
take a
cocked
second
dice.
Yeah.
Well, now it's
Thank
like
you.
it's already. Okay. That's your fault. That's another one.
John's like, here you go.
I made this for you.
So you got the first shot. Okay. Any movement or anything?
It's Praxis in the back of the head.
No, I'm
Right.
staying.
Praxis
Did you
sort
hit him at all?
of. He thought one of them was
I
going
hit
to
him
reach
once.
all the way up to him, so he's all ready to fight.
time.
Nothing came. He's going to ready another action.
So ready.
Okay, the moose.
Oh, but you hit him, so he didn't have to.
Okay, this one is going to get up.
And they've all been damaged.
No.
Yes.
with the first-
Oh, yes.
Yes,
they
they're
have
all
it.
hurt
They all
at
have
least
it.
one
Yeah.
hit point. This one's going to take half its movement to get up, and now it only has 10 feet left because of the -10 move.
Is that rope trap done too?
It is, yeah. All of that moose like
What about
collapsed
that moose
onto
trap?
that.
Yeah. Does he
It is going to take difficult terrain to get over the moose.
Just
So it's going to dash, and it can only move 20 feet there.
Ooh, does that get within the 60 for me?
Let's find out.
Probably not.
60 feet.
Hey! Hook the door.
Just give me
Great.
60 feet.
Bonk.
I cast a ball.
No,
Wisdom.
I think it will, but it hasn't yet.
Wisdom saving throw?
Wisdom saving throw. 14.
That will save.
Once again, you see that kind of kick in the neck, but this time it steadies itself and charges forward. So I think it had
No
5
more
more feet of
charging.
movement there. So Erland, it does. You can get your.
Oh, we're chucking a dart.
Okay, let me get rid of these.
Disadvantage.
I knew that. Just making sure you
15 to hit.
There we go.
15 will hit.
There we go.
For damage. I can never stay. There we go. All right.
Chuck the dart.
I'm shocked.
That does 1d4.
Of course.
maximum.
6 piercing damage.
Wow, that's the most damage you've ever done with a dart.
Start.
I actually
7
think that's true. I
damage
think
there.
that is the most
so
damage
as
you've ever
you
done.
see, it's like big, sort of flowing mane and thick neck charging forward, and the dart kind of sticks right in there.
Fucking eat it. How does Praxis look when I hit him with that dart from far away?
He doesn't even see it. He's small.
Were you trying to impress Praxis? Do you guys have a thing?
Okay.
Got issues.
This one's gonna take the save round. 20,
Oh.
20 feet, and then it's gonna dash. Which will take it all the way up to here.
Difficult.
Does he have to step over his dead friend?
Yeah, we'll subtract like 10 feet of movement there.
What?
They're basically like kind of pushing each other as they're clambering down the path. And this last one has the -10 from being in the caltrops. So it's going to 30.
They didn't know what they were
He's
getting
taking the
into when
cautious
they went down
and
this
then
little path.
Another 10 and another 20. Great. So that one just gets to the edge of the staircase. All right. That takes us to Orba.
Oh, me?
Yep.
Sorry, I was just admiring.
Are they within range?
Alright, yeah. Is anybody within 60 feet?
Pretty sure they are. Pretty sure that lead one is. Yes. Yep.
They're
both
all
within-
damaged,
These
correct?
both are within 60 feet.
They're all
They are all damaged.
Great.
This one has 5. This one has 7.
That one has 10.
Ding dong! Go ahead and make a wisdom saving throw.
Which one would you like to attack?
Oh, that's yes.
One of them's
One of
taken
them.
5 and didn't get caught in the caltrops. This one has taken 7 and did get caught.
The one that has not been caught in the
Okay,
caltrops.
great.
I will ding his dong.
Okay. The dong dings, and that's a natural 1.
Yay!
2d12 though.
10 and a 9.
19 damage.
Oh.
Okay.
Ow.
Damage.
Ow.
Great.
Dong
So once again, as they're sort of pushing each other to get down the path as quickly as they can, you see that as it's kind of working its way farther, the necrotic energy seeping into it, and anything else.
No, I think I'm gonna hang out there.
Okay.
That's the number one
Actually,
attack.
can I take like 5 feet backward toward Graven just to get on the other side of that area in case they freak out and go around the trap?
Sure.
Okay, cool. Good.
Okay. Takes us to Graven.
I will also dong.
Which one?
Same one.
The same one that Orba
All
just did.
of
Great.
them.
The door.
Right, so just after another ringing bell comes through.
I mean, really
two.
unpopular
Yes!
thing.
That will
It's my
fail.
least favorite attack. It scares me. I don't like it. Dislike.
17
Nice.
necrotic damage.
17.
Oh my goodness.
So, as this one's trying to get around the one in front of it, it gets hit by Orba's necrotic energy and then the other necrotic energy, and that one, it's like trying to pull itself away from the loud bell sound, and it sends itself like careening over the side.
Yard sale!
Oh no.
And this one, it's already
Wait,
dead
does
before.
that mean we lose our caltrips?
No, you can go get
No,
them.
it's the other one that
Yeah,
one didn't
also,
get hit by
that one
Caltrops.
can just go get them. So it's even dead before it hits the ground. It's like limp body goes flying over the side of the cliff there. Cool. Okay.
Alright.
Any movement or anything? You gonna stay where you are?
I'll stay.
Okay.
Erland.
Erland.
How far away is that gentleman from me? The guy closest?
Is 60, 55 feet, we'll say. Takes the pouch.
You're getting overconfident when he starts. Yeah.
8 to hit.
Yeah.
As you toss it, it's like bearing its head down to charge, and it just hits off of one of the antlers there as you throw it.
Praxis sees that one and goes,
I have my second attack! Hold! That is a 14 to hit.
That will hit.
Oh, okay.
With no cover.
Oh shit!
Oh,
7 piercing
my
damage.
God.
7 piercing
You
damage.
fooled
All right, that one sticks in. It's up to 14.
Not me.
Not me.
it's so fucking
All right. Anything else? You hang in there with him?
I'm actually gonna take. I'm gonna take a step back directly. Oh, Safira's right behind.
You can move
us,
faster.
right? I'll just take a step right behind Safira.
Okay.
Right there.
10 feet of movement there. Erland weaves his way behind you. All right, Safira, you're up.
Okay, I am going to.
You got a
take
clear
shot
shot
at
on
this
that
guy.
one. Yep. You can actually see both of them, and they're both hurt. So which one?
Oh,
would you
I'm gonna take a shot at the closer guy.
Okay. Great.
I can stick to it. Nice.
26 to hit.
Hit, roll for damage.
Okay. Ooh. That's 9 piercing damage, and then Claude is injured, right?
Yes.
Yeah, okay, so that's an additional 4 damage.
So 13 in that. Okay, so that takes us up to 27.
And then I'm gonna take another shot.
Great, do so.
Oh.
Oh, actually, maybe.
No, 11 to hit.
That will miss.
Not so.
So the
Up
second
there-
shot,
there is
just
one.
you're just below the stair
No, I
level,
think
and
I
the arrow just skips off
Or I think
the
I missed
stair.
her. Sorry.
Okay.
Alright, bummer.
All right.
We got only 2 left and a trap.
That takes us to Praxis.
Oh my
Oh,
gosh.
this poor guy.
He's gonna hold his action there.
All right. Moose.
All right.
He's
The
gotta
moose,
feel a
I
little
think it's gonna make it. It has -10, but it still goes 30, and then another 30 here, and it's gonna walk into the trap.
There we go, practice.
So,
Yeah, give him hell practice.
It has to
Practice
fail
is
on
waiting.
this.
yes,
right?
it does.
It's not with
dangerous.
advantage though.
I know.
And he'll
not
engage
with
with
advantage.
practice.
Pretty strong.
But
It's a
Praxis could
dexterity
also-
saving throw, not a strength saving.
Praxis could also still hit it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Uh,
what I'm saying.
Why is yours so
13. It's a 7, so that's gonna fail.
Hell yeah.
It's gonna take 1d4 piercing damage. You set the trap, so go ahead and roll the
1d4 piercing?
1d4 piercing damage, and it has to stop
Yeah.
moving.
4 piercing damage.
4 piercing damage.
Nice.
And it can try and yank itself free on its turn if it wishes, but not this turn. It had to stop in moving this turn. So it was another 4, you said?
Yep.
So 31. And Praxis is gonna, now that he sees
Yeah.
the trap snap, he can't take a multi-attack because it's a held action, but he can do 1. That will hit. That's a 17 to hit.
This might do it.
There's one more.
No, I mean, like, this might do it for this guy.
Might.
Not great roll. 7.
Oh.
No, not quite. So 7 slashing damage takes it up to 38. So just as it snaps into the trap, takes out a slashing strike with his sort of blade there. And that's going to do it for that moose. And the other one's going to come charge. And I don't think he's restricted. No, he is. Okay, so 60.
He still has-
And he has to difficult move through
Yes.
this. So we're going to call, so 60 total. We'll call it another 10 to get past that one. So 50 total. So we'll go
Nice.
out to there. Great. And those are the last ones.
Awesome.
All right. You have some angry moose bearing down, but both injured. We're to Orba here.
All right. Orba is gonna ding the dong of the back moose.
Okay.
He's hurt, right?
He is hurt.
Yeah, she's gonna ding a dong.
There we go.
Hit me with a wisdom.
Whoops. Ooh.
Oh.
Night has fallen.
Shadows
are
lower.
long.
There we go. Just get a little less bright.
You sense a miss.
Uh,
No.
Great. The rear one.
Rear one.
Wisdom saving throw.
Yeesh.
Moose. Ding dong.
15.
Oh, that's safe.
That saves?
Yeah,
Okay.
ties.
Every time you reach out your hand, this moose has like watched its allies like crumble to the side, and this time when you reach out, you watch it just bear its head down and charge forward.
Yeah. I miss.
Okay. That takes us to Graven.
I will do the same.
To the rear one.
Get him!
To the rear moose.
Yep.
Great. That is a 11.
That will fail.
Nice.
I'll take, and it is injured, so it will take 16 necrotic damage.
16.
There we go. That's gotta be dead.
No,
Okay.
17.
Oh, this is the one that had me.
I don't think so.
17 plus 8. A perfect roll.
Okay. Anything else? All right. Erland.
All right, I'm gonna use my movement to get up to that guy right there,
Shimmy past Safira. to get up
and
to it.
nunchaku attack.
Great. Go ahead.
Any advantage when it's
Oh.
like
It's not restrained or anything. Because the chain isn't. It's not anchored right there. It has like a little bit of chain to it.
11 to hit.
That will miss.
Coming out with another nunchaku. 16 to hit.
That will hit. The first one that misses, it's not even trying to dodge you. It's just thrashing from the trap and.
So this is 7 bludgeoning.
That will do. Oh, no, not that hitting. That's damage. Great. 7 bludgeoning damage. Great. So as you smack it across the face, it gets just below the antler and hits it just above the eye, and you hear that impact on the bone, and it falls into a heap on the ground there.
Is the trap available to be reset?
You'd have to open it off of its foot, which is
Okay.
what is caught in it. It would
Okay.
take an action.
Yeah, I
to
don't have
open
that
the trap.
action. All right, I'm gonna take a step back and I'm gonna sort of say to Praxis, "Reset the trap." You're practicing this. Reset the trap. And I'm gonna take a step.
Too long.
Back.
Looks like he's getting ready to charge.
you don't like no traps.
Alright, Safira.
All right. I'm going to take a little bit of movement and try to get up by where Graven and
Okay.
Orba are now.
Give me an athletics check. Not a difficult climb, but
Okay. That's 17.
great. With one kind of bounding step, pull yourself up.
All right, and now I'm going to take my.
You may do so.
At this guy. It's a 10 to hit.
That will miss.
11 to hit.
No, it's not. It's plus 8.
Yeah.
2 plus 8 is 10.
It's 10.
That's a natural 1.
Oh my goodness.
So getting just up on top of the rock, you just don't have the angle quite right. Fire off
Nice.
2 shots, and the moose kind of steps one side to the other side, dodging.
So frustrating.
Classic Safira.
Classic.
This big ass moves.
And it's
Yeah,
not-
like,
it's
very
right in
close.
front of me.
Practice.
I made the 2 shots with cover.
You
But
did.
yeah.
Made them really impressive.
Praxis is about to get bared down on if you
All right.
Praxis is like, she's fine. She's just not good under pressure. The closer
So
it
the
gets to
trap,
her-
to do it quickly with one action, it takes a check. It's not a
I see.
guarantee, so he just charges past it.
Okay.
Oh my god.
He's gonna get
Meeting the moose.
So Praxis,
my
with his
God.
2-handed blade, and the antlers get lowered on the moose, and he just goes in for his multi-attack.
You said not to save him.
Yeah.
15 to hit.
Good
that will
luck,
hit,
buddy.
and
We
then
just
8
go
to hit,
running
that will
past.
not. So one hit.
Fend him off for us.
Bye. That
He looks
is
back and we're like,
11 slashing damage.
Total?
Yep, total. 11, so 28.
Can't believe I'm
gonna get up.
All right.
It's gonna get
A
bonked.
bomb. Yeah.
And he's gonna stand there,
Hey,
sort of
he has
opposite the
stones of
moose.
endurance as well, like me.
All right. It's
All right,
the
so
moose's
it's-
turn. The moose is finally a moose is gonna get an attack in here, and it is going to make 2 attacks, one with antlers and one's with hooves. So first it tries to kind of headbutt him there with its
I told him.
antlers.
Tell him. You heard me
told
tell
him
him.
to try to
You heard me
reset.
tell
You
him.
can yell at your
That is 12 to hit, which will miss. So Praxis dodges out of the way of the antlers, and then it rears back up and goes in with its hooves. 18 to hit, that will hit.
Ow.
Ugh.
That's gonna be.
Some fighter. 18 to hit.
Endure it with your stones.
There's no shield, bro.
Do you get to hear the damage for Stone's Endurance first? Great, so...
Yeah. Because it says reaction to getting damage.
Yep, so this is...
When you take damage, you
As the hooves connect with Praxis, you watch him... His skin covered in stone,
Graven's
and
like-
he is going to use Stone's Endurance. It was 10 damage. That's going to be all of it.
Nice.
in giant. Yes, brother.
Now he knows you overheard him too.
That is
I mean,
Praxis, or that's
No, you
Knows
Moose's
I speak
turn.
giant.
Orba, you're up.
Okay. Ding dong! Go ahead.
Is that what the bell sounds?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ding dong, that's the toll of the dead. Ding
She's
dong, we're
gonna
here.
kill a god someday.
Ding dong! That's how people fall for it because it sounds so innocent.
yeah.
You're like, oh, ding dong.
Oh.
12.
Ding. 7. Dong. 9. 16.
Oh my
16.
That's why.
Alrighty.
Orba.
Oh baby.
Show us how it's done, Orba.
So Orba makes like one of her
Wait,
hands
oh.
fall.
Wait, where's your...
Oh no.
It's
Orba.
not up. I'm
Go
hitting
to
the thing
kill
for
cam
it.
part.
I am.
There you go.
No. Oh, there we go.
So Orba takes her hand and kind of glides it down as in the shape of a bell and then points toward the moose and bing bong.
And with a gentle ringing inside its head, the moose collapses to the ground there. Praxis sort of standing over its body, breathing heavily.
Everyone all right?
Well done.
I'm gonna start going to pick up the caltrips and stuff.
Great.
Can I collect darts that I threw?
Yeah, we'll say. Yep.
Can we say? Do we make a roll for how many we recover, or?
No, I mean none of them are like ruined to the point of not
Okay.
using. They're bloodied, but everything.
Yeah, that's fine.
Everything looks intact. One of the rope's ends is a little frayed from where it got snapped, but you know, it's usable. It just has sort of a frayed end.
Collect my.
Gather our traps.
Yeah, I collect my climber's kit as well. That was your other climber's kit.
That is a good first step. Save yourself your energy. Collect your things.
Yep.
See Praxis sort of sheathe his sword there.
Into the tunnels.
Should we not take a second to get some meat off these things? Remember what you said? There were going to be creatures, so we take 5 minutes. I'll get a few.
You'd like to carve a few pieces off.
Why not? I don't see why not. And I'm gonna get down with my knife and start taking. I'm gonna kind of take like a flank off this moose.
Small slot for each chunk of meat. So whatever much you can
I
Okay.
can carry like
However much
one.
you-
I can carry like a chunk of
Sure.
meat.
You can carry one flank, one moose flank.
I'll carry it in my mouth.
Yeah, I can't carry it.
Yes, I can.
Nice.
I can actually carry 2.
Oh,
Two
would you like to carry two?
Yes.
Great.
Well, eat like kings.
Yeah, you have a couple little gamey on the moose, but healthy
Alright.
chunks there.
So we've got offerings and dinner probably. So
Let's go. Middle
Into
of
the tunnels.
All right.
You guys make that trek sort of up the little walkway, and you finally get to that top plateau, and you hear that little of like boots on snow. It's not like thick snow, but just that light layer blanket of snow that your boots make a little indentation imprint into. That's where we're gonna take a break, and we're gonna dive into the tapered tunnels.
Oh, baby.
Find out what's we
I
have
can't
in
wait
store
to
for
see
us
the
next.
creatures.
We've passed the
make
first
friends.
test of creatures that were guarding the edges
0
here.
spell slots expended.
0
baby.
damage, I think. 0 damage.
I mean,
expended
practice.
it.
Practical, but
Practice
practice
didn't
got
get
it.
Praxis didn't take damage,
to
right?
use
One
it.
miss, one stone's endurance.
Yeah, no one took any damage. I did use the spell slot.
Very well done,
We
everyone.
need to talk about the canon of whether everybody else can hear the
Ding dong.
bells.
Oh, so this
No.
is the
Oh, okay.
description.
Yeah,
It's up
what's
to
the
you,
description?
but-
Oh, no, I'm okay with whatever the description is.
Is it
Here.
bell fills the air?
Yes.
But does it
Of
fill
the
the air around the
Dolores
creature?
spell fills the air around it
find out.
for a moment.
Fills the air around.
Ew,
Yeah,
it's
doesn't that
called
make it sound like
Dolores.
almost like it's in a little
Yeah, like a
submarine?
bubble
Not
almost
submarine,
around
but-
it.
But why
Yeah,
does
but
it have like a?
This is my
Dolores
grandmother. Her
name?
name is Dolores Bell.
I was gonna say, why is it called Dolores?
Dolores.
A Dolores, like a sonnual.
See, I think of Dolores as a woman
It's
in like a
spelled a little
I'm
convent
Dolores
process.
Bell. This is my son, Yule.
Oh.
It doesn't say. It's up for the DM to decide. A point that people have pointed out. Other spells like Thunderwave and Shatter say how far you can hear it from. So the fact that it doesn't have a distance that people can hear it from makes it sound like it's only kind of in a small bubble around its head.
Ugh, that's the creepiest.
So like,
smell.
what if two people were like
Right next to
smooching,
it.
and you ding one of their dongs.
Oh my god, you
One-
really
the other
feel it
person
in your
gets ear.
teeth.
Yeah.
Oh, that's not. Oh, like when you.
Bite on your
no,
tongue.
no.
Yeah.
Oh, when you kiss
Rattling.
teeth by accident.
Oh, yeah.
But it wouldn't hurt the other person.
I'm more thinking when you like.
But they would be
bite
like,
a
"Who's
fork.
there?"
Yeah, oh, that's the
Like, you
feeling.
bite something hard.
Like biting a fork?
Okay.
Ooh, yeah.
Ah.
Yeah, it's awful.
And with the sounds of bitten forks in your ears, that's where we're going to take a quick break. Thank you to everybody. We'll shout out people
We'll
unknown.
shout out people at the end of the break arena of people who have subbed and bid it and stuff.
Awesome. We'll see you guys on the other side. We got plenty more in store.
We're going
We're
anywhere.
working our way up the hill.
I'll be right back.
See you there.
Ding dong. Ding dong.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Tabletop Notch. Thank you so much for joining us. We are going to dive finally into the tapered tunnels themselves as we've sort of
Oh, baby.
reached the summit there, the little plateau at the top of the hill. We're going to head into the caves proper. But before we do, I believe we have a few things to
Oh
say.
my goodness.
Jays. Okay. Cuba Larry subscribed with the Prime. Cool Schaefer did 700 bits. Jack Raven Power gave out a sub. Cool Schaefer resubscribed. Welcome back. GF Powers did 100 bits. Crazy Lucha did 1,000 bits.
Oh
Bro
my
Montana
goodness.
resubscribed for 2 months. Bro Montana did 1,000 bits. Speaking
Oh my
Beast gave out 5 community subs. Jack Raven Power did 400 bits. GF Powers did 100 bits. Dr. Steinchen subscribed with Prime. Thank you. Welcome. Crazy Lucha did 1,000 bits. Jack Raven Power did 10,000 community subs.
We're going off tree. We going on vacation.
10 community subs. Drovington did 100 bits. Crazy Lucha did 1,000 bits. Jack Rabbit Power gave out 10 community subs. Crazy Lucha gave out 11 community subs. And then another, and then 5 more. So the 16
Oh my
total.
goodness.
And then Jack Rabbit Power gave out 5 community subs. Thank you all so much. And I will add,
The train be hyping.
for the folks that are giving subs and stuff, we'll see if this is real.
Goodness.
I got something's
Don't dox yourself.
I got this email from Twitch. I don't know if you all got this email from Twitch, but apparently for a limited time, they're teaming up with Xbox to provide a PC Game Pass trial when you support Twitch streamers. So from now until the 11th, you're eligible Twitch users will receive a 3-month PC Game Pass trial if you've never done a Game Pass trial before, if you do 2 new subs.
So
I
if
would
you,
read
if
the
you
fine
gifted,
print.
if you gifted or have subbed twice to 2 different streams or the same stream gift or whatever, you get some free Xbox Game Pass.
If you haven't gotten it before, and
What
I
if they
would,
released
again,
recently? Go
read-
play
Sea of Thieves.
Sea of Thieves.
Oh.
Minecraft.
Yeah,
That one's
yeah,
old.
yeah, yeah.
Halo Infinite.
Sea of
Halo
Thieves.
Infinite. There you go.
Yeah, go crunch a banana at Sea of Thieves.
Yes.
Good
Again,
reference. Banana Crunch.
Fine print, if that's real or not. But thank you all very much. I wanted to make that a thing that people are aware of and take advantage of.
Thank you all so much. All right, everybody. You follow Praxis's lead once more. And you get up to the top, and before you pass underneath the rocky overhang that marks the entrance here to the tunnel, you look up and you take in the mountain above you. A peak that for some would be challenge enough just to scale its heights, but is only just the beginning for you. You see high above you some of the portions of this patch that breach the rock, and they circle around the exterior. So again, as was said to you, you'll go through portions that are on the inside, and then go onto the outside, and then return back to the inside as you circle back around. This sort of back and forth weaving of indoor, outdoor, tunnel climbing. Immediately as you step inside, the puffs of your breath are far more pronounced. And they also have kind of a bluish tint.
Oh no.
They absorb some of the curious ambient light that persists throughout the tunnel. Very dim, but enough for one without dark vision to roughly see where they're going without having to light a torch or have a kind of magical source.
It's good for me. It's just
Yeah, it's
And
just
cracks in the rock walls expose these very thin veins where it seems like the light is emanating from, little strands hinting at larger luminous crystals within. It's very alluring, and unsurprising that attempts were made to harvest them at the origin. Looking at your companions, it's like watching people walk in front of a stained glass window, the way the kind of lines move over your face, vaguely geometric shapes washing over you, one by one as you pass through each patch of exposed light.
Is there any kind of like refracting of light? Like if I can get an idea of where Orba is?
You can see a shadow on the wall. Herself, no, like differences in time of day light or anything like that doesn't seem to have an effect on your ability to see her.
Yeah.
But if it's like Erland, Safira, Orba, you can see sort of a
course.
vague Orba-shaped outline
light
kind of on
doesn't
the
pass
wall.
through her, even though
Yep.
she's
So
invisible.
there is like
She is
a
still
little
opaque,
past light. there.
even though you can't
But
see
I
her.
can see the light even if the shadow's on me, I can still see the light, even though it's casting a shadow on me.
It's like if
No, it's casting a shadow on the wall.
if
There's
you
a
have a
there's a
flashlight,
shadow of
what are
Orba.
you
Yeah.
and the flashlight's just doing a light, and then Orba puts her hand in front of it. You don't see her hand, but she
you
blocks
see
the light.
the shadow on the wall of her hand.
But if I am the wall,
Yes.
if I'm at the wall,
Sure.
and she walks between me
Yeah, sort
and
of
the
a-
light,
Like a vague shadow appears on you, kind of. There's like it's a
But-
weird effect.
yeah, but I still see the light, even though there is a shadow being cast. on
Yeah,
me.
because it's kind of
It's magic, I understand.
It's like translucent. It's like
Yeah.
it's a partial light kind of passing.
I guess
through,
that's what I was
wrapping
saying. Is
around.
like, is there just kind of a change to the light at all? Like it refracts in a different way.
Not really. It would have to be a stronger light. You'd be able to see if she walked in front of a stronger light. Like it would block some of the light. But it's very dim in here and it's very ambient. Like it's all around. So you continue through the tunnel.
I know.
No, this is a good question. If he has to reach out and touch her and heal her with something. Praxis turns around, sort of leading from the front.
My boob.
Quiet is better. You never know. He's gonna make a stealth check.
Oh,
Anyone who wishes to stay
yes.
stealthy may do this.
I would also like to be stealthy.
Graven's just like,
Plod. Oh wow, that is the saddest.
13.
Unbelievable.
You are not stomping.
no.
8.
25.
I am stomping. I
trying.
said praxis. I don't think I
Six,
need to
alright.
be quiet.
So a few high rolls, a few medium, some low rolls. You guys move through the tunnels. There is a little bit of sound of boots on the rock, but so far you've managed to keep yourself kind of to a minimum level of detectability. The tunnel converges a little bit to a smaller size as you progress, but even at its slimmest portion, it remains very comfortable, like 8 feet, 10 feet across. So it never gets to like a point where you're crammed in the tunnel together. The hollow sounds are very amplified, and the way they echo through the walls, it's difficult to estimate how far they might be from you. At one point, like, you hear kind of a whistling gust of air, and another time you hear what sound like bats. And for a second it sounds like they're right overhead, but they actually might be further down the tunnel, just the way it's kind of echoing through. It's difficult to get a gauge on that. The very smooth, curled sort of edges of the tunnel here move back and forth. You kind of move a little to the left, and then kind of you start to slope upward to the right as you come around. The first time that the tunnel opens up, it turns into a larger room, and it's quite a sight to behold. The crystals that are jutting up through the rock create this very dazzling display of frosted light. So now no longer in these sort of thin little veins, there's literally like full crystals that are punching kind of up through the rock. And the room's quite illuminated, whereas the tunnel just had a dim kind of light. This room has a very bright blue kind of hue to it. The sense of wonder that you see as you look over these lights is tempered a bit by the sight of 2 furry beasts sleeping on the opposite end of this chamber. You see kind of a rise and fall of these creatures. Curled horns and exposed upper and lower canines, packed into an almost humanoid shape, make them identifiable as yetis.
Oh no.
A realization that puts a little look of concern on Praxis's face as he
Yep.
peers inside and pulls the group back a little bit away from the entrance to that room. Not good.
What do you think the chances are of us getting around them without them noticing?
It is possible,
Okay,
but we have another problem.
what's the other problem?
On the opposite side of the room, where the tunnel continues, there is a spot where the crystals grow very thick. Those that used these tunnels for passage would find themselves having to use pickaxes to break through the crystals. Tiring and time-consuming and loud. When the mining operations came in, they came up with a solution. The crystals don't grow there if something is blocking the way. So they fitted a large boulder that was rigged up to a pulley.
Oh my god.
There is a pressure plate in the center of the room. that when you step on it, lifts the boulder and allows you passage through the room. Step on the plate, boulder goes up. Step off the plate, boulder goes down. When the miners abandoned the tunnel, they left this pulley system in place, didn't bother to disassemble. But whatever magic was operating the pressure plate, now neglected, caused ice to freeze over the plate. You can see it when you look into the chamber. The mountaineers of the Rapras found that if you placed a heavy enough object on the ice, it would still trigger the pressure plate, given the weight of whatever you put on it. But it looks like the Yetis have moved the rocks, because the other way is blocked. And as he's describing this, you can kind of tiptoe around and peek and look into the room. I'm going to show you what the room looks like so you can sort of get a gauge on exactly what he's talking about.
Oh, shit.
Fuck.
This is the crystal room that you're... So this is the tunnel that you are coming through.
Die here.
And you're looking into this room. So this is the frozen portion there. So there used to be a pressure plate on the ground there, and now the ice has sort of gone over it. And what he's saying is if you put a heavy enough object on the top of that block, it will still be just enough to sort of
Like, say, a
press
dead
down.
Yeti.
Perhaps a large creature could definitely.
Two alive ones.
Or two
So
alive
there's
ones?
two
Yeah.
sleeping Yetis, one there, on sort of opposite ends of the room.
Oh, I thought they were snuggled.
They were not snuggled together on opposite ends. These, there's sort of rocks here that sort of go all the way up to the ceiling. So these are can be sort of gotten behind. And then this is the rock on the other side that theoretically
That will
would
lift
go
up,
and
okay.
down depending on the pressure plate on the
Elevator
ice
rock.
here.
Dead.
Dead.
Oh God, what is
Dead.
that?
Oh, God.
Oh no.
Dead.
Oh no,
Why does he say
you're
dead?
not dead.
No, he's not dead.
Little friend.
Clear. Oh, why
Actually,
is
a
that?
different
That would be
thing.
great.
Oh,
if
is it
you were
above
just
ground?
Dead.
No, it's not the same map.
Dead.
I don't know why
Dead.
that's dead. That's
weird.
go away. Be gone.
in there.
That's
I
not.
will just keep it out of frame. Yes, so this is what you're looking at when you look into the room.
Would one of us stepping on the pressure plate work now? One of you?
No, all of us, maybe.
How long does it stay up once you're on it?
And long enough for you to quickly move through.
What about two Yetis?
One Yeti might even be enough.
You have that raw meat. Maybe we could lure one of them onto it.
I was gonna say, what I think we can do, we have a few options. One thing we can do is I can put some raw meat, somehow, I'm not sure how we get it there, that's a different problem,
Throw
onto
it
the
on.
rock, sure,
It's ice.
and hope that one of them wanders on.
With an
But
arc?
then we still have to solve the problem of getting by them,
Yes.
which we do have the smoke sticks. I'm not sure if we want to use them right now.
And, forgive me, are Yetis humanoid?
They're not.
Mine?
Sorry, I said they're of kind of a vaguely humanoid shape, but they're not. They're
I
monstrous.
couldn't.
Were you
use
gonna
full
sneeze them?
person on them.
That would be a creature.
So,
Problem with the meat plan, which is not a bad one, is if we start to run by and they run after us, it will start to close as soon as they leave the platform. You need a way to keep them on the platform for a short period of time.
is there any... You don't have any magic that can trap them there, do you?
Give me a moment, I
Have the
might.
hunting trap, but,
But that won't work. We can't set that up all the way
I
on that
can
rock.
No,
potentially
I don't
do
think that's a
that.
good idea to try that.
What
because
are
then
you anchoring it to?
Exactly.
No, I could stun it.
well, right.
Well, you have to do that on the rock. You'd have to get it exactly in the right spot.
To be clear, don't love that plan, but
I
it's
don't think
an
that's
option.
the best idea.
DM question. This was one I talked about before, but we didn't really sit down and ask about it. Phantom Anchor, which is one of yours.
Yes.
If that were, that's a level 1 spell. If that were to be cast at a higher level, what would happen?
It can. You can target more than one creature if it's within 30 feet of the other target.
Okay, give me one sec.
And then remember that one's kind of like a hunting trap. They can still move 10 feet away from the point that you anchor them. So she has a spell that's basically like, it's called Phantom Anchor, and it makes like spectral chains, and it binds them to a spot on the ground, but they can move 10 feet around that spot.
And what's the diameter of that guy?
And do they need to be on like the center top platform in order for it to work? Or
He's implied that it was sort of the center of
Strength.
the...
These guys are I mean, this.
I
can't
assume
answer
they're going to
this.
be high strength.
I was gonna say I don't think. I
So
can get
you're
them
looking for
to
what, the
get
diameter of this thing?
Yeah.
arrow is not gonna work on
it's
them.
about 10
probably.
feet
I don't want
across
to
at
waste
the
my
top
spell
there.
slots doing that if it's not gonna work. You know.
As in, but that would work, is what you're saying, right? Is
Well,
that-
it can't move 10 feet from the point where the chains are
So if you
merged.
anchored it to the very center, 5 feet in either
I don't
direction
think
would
it's
start to get
straight,
off
like,
the edge of the center of it.
And then, he said maybe just one Yeti, dead center, anchored, and then I could do the other Yeti as well, just so it doesn't chase after us.
So how wide was the thing?
It's 10 feet diameter
At the very
top
top.
level, yeah, the very top level.
So if you got it,
Literally dead. Oh no, it
No.
could still, because that's 10 feet.
It could still move
So
5
5
feet
feet.
kind of off the edge, even if you anchored it right at the center.
Uh-huh.
I think the only good way to get a Yeti to be the anchor thing is to have it be dead, unfortunately, because otherwise it's going to be able to move, and then we have to run 2 risks, getting crushed by a Yeti and getting crushed by a giant rock. I would like to...
We could still get crushed by a Yeti if we
Dead
fight.
or stunned.
I don't know if you're going to be able to do that, mate. It's quite big. I'm assuming they're quite sturdy. I don't know if you can exactly... I'm not doubting you, I just am doubting you, you know?
Or you don't have to stun it, you just have to stand there long enough.
Occupy.
Well, the concern with that, because I had that thought, is that the last person to be standing there may not make it out.
well, I assume that the Praxis is the strongest of us.
Strong enough to what?
Excuse you.
To stand there and
I
stare down a Yeti.
might.
Sturdy, yes. Perhaps better to avoid the attacks entirely, which is not my expertise.
And you're
might
sure
be
there's
able
no
to
other
avoid
way?
attacks, the best of all of us.
How?
Magic?
With her shields, her
So-
magical shields.
There's no other way through this room, is there?
And we can.
There are parts of the tunnels that have options. This is
This is
not
not one of them, of course.
How loud is the stone when it raises?
Not loud, not quiet.
As in, if we were to sneak our way to the center without waking up the Yeti, would the stone raising conceivably wake the
other one.
Yetis?
I'd be more worried about the vibrations than the sound.
Either way, I think once we get one on there, as soon as that rock starts to rise, absolutely, we've got both of them on them, so we have to assume that they're both going to wake up.
But we do have ways to at least limit their movements. These creatures, they're not like the white wolves. They don't have any kind of ranged abilities.
They have a paralyzing gaze.
Oh,
Oh,
fuck
okay.
off.
We've dealt with that before.
It's a pain.
The good thing is, if you resist the gaze's effects, your mind adjusts to it, and there is a period of time where you are no longer vulnerable to the creature's gaze.
That's good. That's it, though. No, no spewing ice, no fire.
Not that I've seen. In fact, they actually very much dislike fire.
Oh, wait, that might be something.
I have
There's no
fire.
way we can create a circle of flame, can we?
I can shoot flame, but I
If
cannot.
we could surround that platform with flame, then that would be a great way to get both of them on there and staying.
Would have to be magic fire, smokeless. Otherwise, the chamber will fill up with smoke.
Right.
I don't possess this.
I can only, again, shoot a cone of fire.
Oh, that doesn't.
That would perhaps startle them back.
Yes.
But they're in two different directions.
That, and we want them to stay, at least for a time, on the center.
I don't know if that's going to be possible without a stunning strike.
Well, these are two different plans, right?
Well,
That's us being on the ice. Your stunning strike would be them being on the ice, right?
well, no, we would have to lure the Yeti towards us in order for me to stun it.
Do you know how fast the mechanism works? Would someone standing on the platform, once it is raised to its full height, be able to sprint through, leaving the platform and get
Yes.
through before it closes?
How long does it take to open, though?
Would probably take 10 seconds. Maybe less than that if you can squeeze underneath. I would not be able to get there in less than that. Neither would he.
I don't think we want to risk that. I don't
fully
think
open.
that's a good idea at all.
But that is good to know that if we get in a situation where most of us are against that back wall, and you could make the run.
Okay.
Yes.
Wait. So wait, what are you pitching now? What's...
I'm saying that in a pinch,
Uh-huh.
were we all close enough to the boulder, and either Yeti or him are on it, he could make the run.
Look,
We
I think
could-
the best way through, unfortunately, is to have them both down.
No.
Not impossible, but they are fearsome beasts.
Regardless, I think first step is we need to try and sneak as quietly as possible towards the center of the room.
All of us.
All of us.
Okay.
I
Should
think
I
if we
get
set...
one of my flanks?
What?
No. Because as soon as they see us, they're not going to be interested in the meat, he says.
Probably not, no.
So, if we all move together towards the center of the room,
Okay.
I think isolating yes, there's a higher chance that we wake them up because one of us missteps, perhaps, but I think individually, this creature wailing on one of us would be disastrous.
Yes.
That's why I don't
So,
want anyone to get stuck behind that big stone.
So, we want to get behind the big stone.
No, I'm saying on the
On the-
wrong side of
Yes.
it.
So I think we try and get to the center of the room quietly.
Okay.
And if possible, I try and stun one perhaps on top of it, and then we all make a run for it.
Well, you said if we all walked on top of this stone, then it's going to start to rise.
will wake up
which
the
will
Yetis
likely
then.
wake them up.
My other thought, rather than you stunning strike it as we all stand on top of it to raise the boulder, I could anchor one to its place, and if they're frightened of fire and you have the cone, you go out in the other direction and kind of just keep them at bay long enough to...
Wait for us to raise the rock and run through.
and dash.
Keeping one occupied while the other tries to get one in the center sounds better than just letting both of them charge at us in the middle
I
of the
think
room.
that's true. So the plan then is to put your cone of flames between the one that we've got on the big stone and, whatever the other one's.
What if
Wherever the other one is the point to keep it at bay with the fire?
What if I try and stun it while it's asleep?
I don't think you can stun this thing, Erland. You really look at
What
the
do we
size
do
of
after
it.
that?
Drag it on?
How long is it stunned for?
No, we shouldn't. No, absolutely
long is
not.
each round?
No,
6 seconds.
no, I think that's a terrible
6, 12,
plan. We can't drag the thing
18.
on. There's no way we can.
End of my next turn.
There is no
25.
way.
No,
No,
it's
no.
all
No,
one.
no,
It's
no.
all 6
Not
seconds.
per
No,
person's
no,
turn.
no.
The whole round is 6 seconds.
There
No,
is-
that's what I'm saying, but it would be the end of my
No,
next turn.
Which is 6 seconds.
Yes.
6 seconds.
Erland, mate,
Literally
there-
from the end of your turn to the top of your next turn, or from the top of your turn to the top of your next turn is 6 seconds.
From the
Like-
top of the lineup to the ninth
It's not
slot.
6 per person.
We all take our turn.
Oh, I see. I see.
Because the implication is that it's not
I see.
turn-based.
Right,
it's
right,
all
right,
happening.
right.
There is literally no way, even all 5 of us can drag a Yeti that's already been down onto the stone. We have to get it there and then put
Listen.
it down.
If you can tether one,
I can try
He
to
stands in
ensnare
the
it,
middle.
but I don't think I'll be able to. I can try.
we all get as far as we can, literally to the rock. He stands in the middle. You tether one.
Okay.
I force the other one away with fire.
And
And
then
the
we
idea is
run.
that,
What's the other one? The one she tethered?
yes, she tethers one. I fire cone one away from the rock. He stands in the middle. Once it gets high enough,
But his weight won't raise it.
We
That's
need
why
the
I
Yeti
was-
on the platform.
Well,
the Yeti.
that's why I was pitching all of us lift the platform while keeping the 2 at bay. We don't use the Yeti's weight at all.
You cannot tether both?
They would have to be next to each other.
that and
Or is that
I
30
cannot
feet?
promise that all of us would raise the gate.
and then make it in those seconds.
Okay,
as
understood.
it lowers.
So,
Also, what were you asking? How far they apart they are?
yeah.
Yeah, I mean, the chamber is wider than 30 feet. It's 50 feet
Got
between
it.
them at the
Okay.
moment.
And from the middle of the platform to the rock?
But once they're close enough together, can you?
38 feet?
Theoretically.
Is
it's
it
not
a
gonna
save or
save.
something?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a save. But yes, if they're within 30 feet of each other, you can anchor 2 with one spell.
So I could perhaps stand in. I could perhaps stand in the middle of the room, wake them up so that they both rush towards me,
No.
and
we
then
would
you
distract
cast your spell, tethering both of them.
But
As
then they
soon
won't
as they're
be on
close
the
enough.
platform.
No, this is no.
They would no, but once they're close enough, it's a 10-foot
I
chain.
think we have to. I think
It's a 10-foot chain.
Yes, I think
Wait,
still.
hold on, finish your thought.
So that means that if you cast it when they are 10 feet away from me on either side,
Yes.
they will
hit at the
they will be able to get to the center,
Yes.
Yes,
And
but
then
then
and then
You're
we
in
run.
No,
I run.
You have
You
to
have to
wait
s-
there while it rises.
I was
Well,
gonna say I don't think.
The 2 Yetis would raise it.
No, that's,
but then they're gonna follow you.
this is not a good idea. The best idea is to have it already on the rock when we attack it. We want it there. We
How?
want it drawn. Either we put a piece of meat or something there, but we have to wait to attack it until it gets onto the rock because then
Just to
that's when
clarify, the rock, are you talking about the ice?
I'm talking about
Okay,
the
because
platform.
the platform with the ice. Yeah, it's not a rock. It's ice.
Oh yeah,
She tethers one where it lies. You goad the other one to you in the center of the ice and stunning strike it there.
hang on. I think we're
That's only
depending on the
6
stunning
seconds.
strike in a way that I don't think we can. You really think he can knock this thing out?
6
We're
I
gonna
don't
have
think
to
he
try.
can.
If it takes 10 seconds for the door to open, it'll move.
You have to stay there.
But
And a few of us stayed.
I don't think anyone should be on
No,
this
but
platform.
regardless, then the stunning strike doesn't matter. Because if the stunning strike only lasts for 6 seconds and it takes 10 seconds for the door to open,
Can you stunning strike it twice?
No, this
Maybe.
is no. I
Because
don't.
I mean,
know.
even with my anchoring spell, that's every turn they have to. They have an
Look,
opportunity.
I think we
to
try
drop it.
your anchoring spell, my ensnaring
we have to do
strike,
it all quickly.
but we have to get at least one of them
To
on
stand
the
in
platform
the middle
first, and I don't think you should be on that platform
and
too.
the 3 of us surround him in the middle of the platform.
Okay, I don't.
After, if you're able to stun the creature, there will be time where you still have to stay there while we wait for the rock to rise.
exactly.
After the stun is done, if you cannot stun the creature again, we use a different.
I mean-
shoot fire at it.
If we wanted to lure it, Orba, you've got your little hand, do you?
Luring is not going to be the problem.
Okay, well,
Once it sees us, luring is out of the question.
no, I understand. I'm saying if we could get it to not see us and get on the platform before it's seen us, that would be the most ideal.
But
that would
as
be-
soon as it sees us, it will leave the platform, is the problem.
Well, not if we can.
Could we
And
perhaps?
but yeah.
Erland's going to point to the stone closest to the sort of stone pillar.
One of these?
Yeah, the one closest.
Sure.
Fuck it.
No, probably the one up northeast.
Up here?
Yeah, there.
Oh, closest to the platform.
Yeah. So, is there? Erland will say, is there a world in which we are able to hide behind that pillar and lure it out, as Safira suggested, with meat onto the platform,
And then wait
and
to
then
attack
run?
it then?
No, and then run. If it takes 10 seconds for the stone to come down, we run.
That is possible. However, it could just go grab the meat and then leave.
And leave it, yes. It could just take the meat. It's not very much meat.
Well, what I was planning on doing was cutting it up into some pieces and tossing them round so that it had to forage a bit.
Then it's not raising the rock.
No, I mean on the
I
platform.
think it's not
Top
very
of the platform.
big.
on the top of the
small.
platform, I can put a few in
It's
different
a large
places.
creature. It would just go like this, wouldn't it?
I don't know.
Okay, hold on. Who are the 2 or 3 people who are most likely not gonna get hit by these things? I have some magic that would prevent me from being hit.
I'll definitely.
Then I think
16
If
amount
the-
of not being hit.
If the plan is solid, I would stand on the platform.
So let's find a solid plan. Is there anybody
Do you have anything, actually, do you have any abilities that would draw its attention towards you rather than me if I'm standing next to you?
Erland, you're
Just hoping.
That's what I'm saying, is if you were able to absorb its attention, it would give me more opportunities to try and strike it. Because I can't take much damage.
But our bodies will not raise it on its own. We have to get things on it as well, so there's no point having you there.
To stun it.
You just get behind it.
I
then.
still don't know why.
We
you
lead
think
it towards you,
can
and
stun
you just follow behind and stun it. You don't have to be the center of attention.
Right. We two, and perhaps you, go near the center. Get it to us. He comes up behind. You've tethered one over in its other corner.
Are you able to make a cone of silence?
Yes, but
He says the rumbles are the thing that will wake
No,
it.
the question being is that if we were to, is it possible to only wake one?
No,
if
the
we make it,
vibrations
if we no, if we make it silent, it will allow us to before the stone even rises. If we make it silent, the Yeti will. We can attack one. We can get it can buy us some time while it moves towards you at the center of the room. Because I assume now, as soon as it wakes up, it's going to make noise. It's going to roar, and that will wake the other.
I'm gonna start. How far away are these things from me right now?
I mean, if you creep up to the.
Never mind.
You don't have an equip.
I cannot do that.
For future knowledge, if you creep up to the edge of the room here, it's about like 70 feet to the platform.
Yeah.
80 feet to each of the Yetis.
What the hell was I thinking?
Truly, fairly.
Okay.
One of the great ritual spells.
And there's no
You can
way.
cast a ritual when it's not.
Cannot. Remember
Those
we went
big
over
pillars
this.
sorry.
that are rocks,
Yeah.
are they, do they look like they could be lifted?
These
Right,
larger
says you
ones
can
like
do it.
these,
Yeah.
they go from the floor to the ceiling. They're just cut
Okay,
off.
but are they hooked into the, are they a big piece of rock that's connected to
Yeah,
the rock?
they're like
Okay, yeah.
columns. Yeah, they're connected to both the floor and the ceiling.
So she couldn't levitate that.
No.
Okay.
Can you, if we're going to try this plan where you three step on the center
Yes.
to try and lure a Yeti towards you, do you think you'll be able to bind the second one so that it's occupied and chained to the sort of wall area?
So that it cannot do any harm? Yes.
Yes, I don't think we want to try and fight two Yetis at once.
Someone needs to occupy the one that is not being lured to the platform.
With a chain, perhaps. Do you have anything ensnaring left?
I do, but I'm not sure these things are quite strong. I'm not sure my vines will hold them.
Anything will. We were going to have multiple points of attack, so that if
I'm
one fails.
Going
Yes.
to try, obviously.
So you have an
I will try to ensnare the one that we are trying to get onto the platform. But for the one that is, still asleep for a moment or whatever, I think you should try to fire a cone of flames or whatever at it, to at least to try to keep the cone of flames between us and the other Yeti. Because that way, if they're frightened of fire, then at least it won't likely run through the flame to get to us.
I imagine I wait until it is either breaks free of its chains, or the chains don't work.
Also, just to clarify on Graven's fire, it's like a blast of fire and then it goes away.
away,
It doesn't it's not like a wall of fire that stays static.
Does being restrained prevent movement?
Yes.
That's another option. I have Vine Trip.
Oh, yeah.
I was like, I'm restrained.
That'll put me over.
I'll do that. I choose to do that.
That'll put me over sepsis, but
Oh, let's not.
back up.
Let's not. I have spell slots. Let's not.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Too.
Oh, you have options. You have multiple. You have multiple
I
spell
have
slots to carry.
ensnaring. She has an anchoring thing.
It's a strength save as well. Any?
Oof. Okay. Mine's a dex.
Mine's and stunning strike is a con save.
Okay.
The ice in the center is very slippery as well.
Good. Of course it is.
Well,
Of
we've
course
got
it is.
crampons.
Would my fire help to make the pressure need to be less as well?
You would have to send multiple blasts of fire or a sustained fire.
Does crampons limit our movement at all?
It reduces your movement by 5 feet,
But then you don't go.
but you can't slip on ice. Yep.
And sound, I would imagine, is an issue, right? Our stealth checks would be better.
I mean, you mean you're trying to get up on the ice without sort of someone noticing?
Sure, yeah.
It doesn't make because it just kind of digs. It's like little metal,
Okay.
teeth.
Okay.
Unless you're sliding your feet, where it's going like.
I think
It's not
And
gonna
I
be.
know there's obviously the issue of smoke, but there's no way we can set a fire.
smoke.
We don't want
Again,
There's no
unless, it's a,
vegetation down
unless
here.
it's a magical fire, it's going to fill the room
We'll
with smoke.
suffocate.
We will suffocate.
Crampons on. I think it's better to move slowly and carefully than to accidentally slip and fall at a critical moment.
And then
I
what
don't
we
have a
should
set of
do,
crampons.
How are you on your feet?
All right.
Well, if he's
And we
going
need to run through
I was
under
gonna
the
say,
stone.
which of us
possibly.
is going to be on the ice? You, likely. You and you.
3 of us.
The 3 of them,
Then-
and then I sneak up behind, and
Okay.
you move with me.
I'm on the ice too.
No. You move with me. I'm not on the ice.
Oh, I misunderstood. Okay, so
You could give your
would you
crampons
like my?
to
I was gonna say,
Praxis.
would you like my crampons?
You're not using them?
I won't be if I'm not on the ice.
Erland's gonna start putting crampons on, knowing that I'm probably gonna have to get close to try and stun.
Would you like to ask me for them?
No, I'm just gonna. Can I pick them from his
Just
pocket?
starts digging them through it. So anyone who puts them on -5 to
Crampons?
Okay.
I throw them.
Clank, clank.
The Yetis wake up.
Crampons on. So you stick with me around the outside.
Okay.
And we move. We are trying to move in the direction of the Yeti that we're going to be waking up and not binding to the wall. All right?
Okay.
So Erland's going to point at the
Why wouldn't we
Yeti on
take
the...
the direct route to the center of the thing?
Because we don't want to be seen.
They're
Oh,
not going
sorry.
to the platform.
Sorry. You were looking at me when you said it, and I.
So if you
Okay.
bind the Yeti to the south...
This Yeti?
Yes. So if you bind the Yeti to the south...
Okay.
Safira and I will try and move towards the northeast around.
As we draw it to us,
As you
will
draw
come up
the...
behind it.
Exactly.
Okay.
Safira will proceed to move towards the exit.
Okay.
I will try and come in and try my best to stun it.
Stun the one that we are at the platform.
Yes, exactly. And ideally, either through ensnaring arrows or through magical chains, the other Yeti to the south will be occupied and restrained in that direction.
And then
How long
Leaving-
does the chains last?
They can contest it every round, but they should last for.
Every 6 seconds.
Round of what?
Every round of me
Every-
trying hard.
Every circle.
Oh, does it say the duration? Until dispelled. Until I say so.
Honestly, yeah.
so
I think it is
obviously-
concentration, though, is it? I can't remember.
No.
It might
no.
not be. What is it?
What's your symbol for? Oh no, it doesn't have the brain. No.
Then it's not concentration.
So obviously, as soon as this stone starts to rise, we need to make a run for it.
If we are sure that it will
Continue
continue to
rising.
rise or be
You two are the
high enough that we
priority.
can
Because you're not rising it.
And get it
and
all the
we
way up.
are not very fast and we'll have crampons on.
Presumably,
Yes, me
we
as
could
well.
try as well. And what we should do is, if we can get under the door first, we should try to prop it up in some way so that
It's
regardless.
a massive ball.
I know, I'm just saying
Sure,
we should try to do something so that, worst case, the Yeti falls off, they could still try to slide under the crack and get out.
Okay. Well, it sounds
I'm
like
less worried about that and more worried that if you leave an opening that the Yeti will be able to
That
pull it up.
falls. Yeah.
Oh,
They are very strong.
right.
2 Yetis could probably lift it.
Don't
Good.
prop the rock. All right. We all get out.
All right.
We
You
will get
stay
through.
with
Before
me.
we
We
stay.
stay far away. As far away as possible.
Yes. Everyone, please try to not get hit by this thing.
sure.
All right.
All right, Orba's gonna cast Mage Armor,
I just used it.
and then she's gonna use Fatal Draw.
Great, to cast the other one for
Cast
free,
Smart
Oh,
Mage
shit.
Armor.
which takes your AC up to.
It's my 13 plus my strength, so that's 13 plus 3, so 16, and then I have a shield ready to go. Right, 13 plus.
Let me go ahead and bring everybody up on the map here.
So I was gonna say, I get to know.
I know it'd be good to be able to tank right now, but I don't have.
No
my-
more. I want to know what his
I don't have animus right now.
Okay,
So we
you're
should
gonna
have
make it through.
so we should have taken a short rest. Is what we're saying.
Nah. Fuck that rest. Fuck that rest.
I
Fuck that
couldn't.
rest.
Yeah. No.
Insight. Let's go.
Okay.
Orba's like getting herself ready.
You got a nice sort of shimmering purple armor
She
of.
puts Vaseline on her ears.
Yeah. Oh my god. All right, kid.
All right.
Splash some water right on your face.
Philly for some reason.
All tried to sneak to the center, except for those 2.
Correct.
All right.
Please be careful.
And the
It's
3 Praxis and you 2, we all have crampons on. Yeah.
Correct.
So -5.
I don't have crampons.
You're the only one without crampons. Okay, great.
35.
Okay.
Okay.
Be quiet.
Yes.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Oh goodness.
Everybody, give me them stealth checks.
No, not us. Right?
Yes.
Oh, are we?
everybody.
You're all walking into the
Oh, I
ring.
guess
I was gonna say.
Oh, 15.
Oh, thank God.
12.
11.
Oh
16.
18.
18. Okay. Right. So, Praxis leads the way toward the middle here, with Orba right behind and Graven right behind her.
This place looks so fucking cool.
Yeah, isn't this a great shout out to Bottomfragger. You made a lovely map, Bottomfragger.
You made a lovely name.
Hopefully, these yetis.
Don't frag our
Don't
bottom.
frag our bottom.
So, who's leading the way along the perimeter there?
I will lead the way.
Great, Safira leading the way along the perimeter.
Because I, in theory, am supposed to be able to.
Great, so with those stealth
perceive-
checks, we'll say everybody gets
Hey.
very far up.
I know. I just. Because I have a god complex. Leave me
Okay,
alone.
there we go.
So we get that far, and now I'm gonna have everybody make them again. Now that you're very close to the Yetis, we're gonna make another round of stealth checks.
Come on, Beep.
Come on.
Okay, okay.
18 for
Okay.
natural
17.
20.
There we go.
11.
9.
I pick you up.
You're not, you know.
I will you from a distance.
So how close would you? You guys both rolled high enough. How close do you want to get to that?
I want to
Yeti
get as
on-
close as possible.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Unfortunately, I think we.
Like,
Oh, I know. I don't know if I want to get. I want to.
I don't know if I want to get as close
Get
as possible.
possible.
Are we? Can we get? No. Can we get him behind that rock? Literally, that it's sleeping on.
It's your head would be peeking over this, even if you squat down.
Just
It's
like
not that
lay
bad.
down.
Okay, then we should take a few steps back so it doesn't. We should take a few steps back so that
Okay.
they're the point of
Yeah, yeah,
attention.
yeah.
How far back would you? This, yeah.
Should we be behind
Can
one
I
of those
get?
pillars?
Where am I right?
You could stop behind these pillars.
yeah, why don't we stop behind those
Where I
pillars?
am right now. How far away am I from the center of the room?
Like from the platform center.
Yes.
35 feet.
I'd love to stay exactly where I am.
Okay.
And I'm
So
gonna
are
blend
you-
into that back wall.
Great. Are you gonna stay behind Erland a little bit behind that pillar?
Yeah, I'm gonna stay
Okay,
behind the pillar.
great.
I think.
And I'm gonna sort of I'm not gonna go prone. No.
Okay. All right. So Praxis and
It just wakes up.
Orba.
Having movement is a
So Graven, you
priority.
rolled like a 9.
I did.
Okay, so Praxis and Orba are just starting to climb up onto the edge of the ice here.
9's like good for me.
And as Graven gets to
Sexy
the
as hell in
edge,
that light.
he puts his crampon kind of up on the ice, and it just kind of makes a little, like, loud kind of sound as he just gets an uneven footing. And in that moment, there's like a
From which one? The one that's close?
both of them just kind of
light sleep.
They don't like immediately wake up, but they start to like tussle a little bit. What are you doing right now during this time?
Staying
Okay.
exactly still.
Okay.
I'm staying.
Give me a stealth with advantage because you're behind the pillar. Give me a straight stealth to see if you can like be hidden completely.
Nice.
That's 22.
Great, excellent,
Fuck yeah. 24.
great. So Erland, sort of this part of the wall here is far from some of the crystals, so like you fade kind of into the darkness there, just standing up against the wall. What Orba and Graven? So Praxis hears the sound and he kind of starts making a move for it, so he can get up there even with the limited movement that he has. Orba and Graven.
Oh, he just went for it.
Yeah, he heard Graven's sound and he starts stepping up the.
I will also go for it.
Yeah, following suit, and I'm
Okay.
gonna have readied as she's like going up the hill. She's gonna start readying Phantom Anchor for if the Southern Yeti starts to get to its feet.
This is the Southern Yeti?
Yes.
Okay, great.
I will ready. I'm sorry.
No?
I'm done.
And I'll ready Toll the Dead on the other one if it wakes up and starts coming.
Okay, great. So as you guys are kind of clamoring, as soon as he hears the noise, Praxis picks up his pace a little bit. A little bit of the sound is lost. Like on the ice, digging into the ice with the crampons, it makes a little bit of crackling noise. And the Yetis start to rise. I need everybody to roll initiative, but we can get off the readied actions. So you were, sorry, Toll the Dead, the Northern Yeti there that I'm highlighting.
Wisdom saving throw.
Honestly, maybe not.
11.
Fails.
Fails. And Orba, you were anchoring the Southern Yeti, right? This
Yes.
one? Okay, so what
you
does it
need
have to
make
do
a
there?
Dexterity saving.
Dexterity saving throw, so this one's gonna get up. This one is going to get up.
Okay, come on. He's so fuzzy.
We're trying to ensnare the one that's here.
This
right?
one's trying
Yeah,
to
that's-
southern, northern, yeah.
Which,
Down there.
yeah, we haven't gotten to you guys yet, but
Yeah.
yeah, we'll get there. Let me just bring up the right thing.
That's so big.
Yeti
my God.
stat
But now it's
up.
damaged.
That's
true.
which is good for
How much damage?
4 damage.
4 damage.
Almost there, guys.
4
Great.
necrotic damage.
Yeah,
Great.
it's probably 50 HP.
So as the creature is getting up, immediately Graven's bell goes out and you guys can't hear it, but again there's that like rattling of its skull. No! And it like the moment it hears that sound, this yell fills the chamber, and the other one like in a panic gets up to its feet, and it's
So Orba's hands like reach up from the ground and
Come
14
fails.
Oh, that is.
Okay.
So that means
anchor.
it pulls it to the.
So it's stuck to 10 feet.
Where are you making the tether? Because you can choose the point of the tether.
Yeah, let's. Yeah, yeah. I guess at the full length of 10, farthest away from us. Is that what you mean?
Like not that far, but like here.
Yeah,
So
sure.
it's like 10 there.
Yeah.
Great. I'll do a
That's
little orb there. It's 5.
He is gonna be so mad, little friend.
Woke up in a bad mood.
He woke up in a bad mood. Now he's in chains.
Spectral.
Are we the baddies?
I think we are the baddies, honestly.
Not the bad.
Why can't I save that?
The great.
According to this Yeti, we are absolute. If you ask this Yeti,
sucks.
we are the
What
baddies.
is going on?
What are you doing?
I'm trying to save this thing. Why can't I lock that into place? I don't know. He's chained to the wall. We know where it is.
So
I like all friends.
at the end of each of its turn,
fun.
it can make another dex saving throw.
could
On
fuck
a
him.
success, the spell breaks, or the chain breaks and the spell ends.
Great. Okay, so I need everybody to roll initiative for me.
It would be fluffy though if you hugged him.
Oh, he'd be real fluffy.
Isn't
But
there
big ones.
an action you can take that's like...
Why don't you go try hugging him?
No.
All right,
No thanks.
20 to 25.
A 21.
Nice.
Oh, very nice.
15 to 19.
Yetis are 17.
Okay. 10 to 14.
14's Praxis.
Okay. 5 to 9.
8.
6.
Okay, so it's Graven. Orba had a 7, so Graven, Orba, Erland. Okay. Alright, so the order is as follows. Safira, the Yetis, Praxis, Graven, Orba, Erland.
Great. So, in a kind of echoing, rattling rage, they all get up from their seated, kind of lazy position, and immediately you hear the stomping feet as they kind of getting into this rage that they're working themselves up into, and they look like they're getting ready to kind of charge the center of the room, where they see 3 people suspended up here on this icy platform. But Safira is the first to act. What would you like to do?
God, okay. I am not sure if I want to fire at anyone because I don't want to lure it towards me. So, what is the likelihood that this Yeti that's over here closer to me would see if I shot at the one that's anchored?
From behind that, I'll let you make a stealth check to try and fire an arrow subtly there.
Okay, I think I want to try to fire at the one that's anchored.
Okay, give me a stealth check. You are behind the thing, and there's another rock in the way that's also
Yeah.
blocking some of its vision.
19.
Okay. Quietly fire an arrow across the room there. A little bit of the shadows as it goes in front of the crystals.
12 to hit.
12 will hit.
Yeah.
Really?
That's a
Oh,
huge ass
great,
creature.
Great, great.
It's very hard for Safira to miss these things.
Okay, that's
But not
7 piercing damage. Is it injured?
It is. This one is not.
That one's not? Okay. So do I have to roll another stealth if I'm going to take another shot?
No, this is part of the same action. It's
Okay,
multiple
I
actions.
will take another shot.
Again.
Okay. 24 to hit.
That will hit. Roll for damage.
Okay, that's 6 piercing damage, and I get to roll Colossus. Okay, so that's just 8 total
8
piercing damage.
total. Okay, so 15 total on the creature. Great. So as it's anchored there, to the wall,
Does it know where the shot came from?
the first one kind of strikes into it. It's gonna make a perception check against your stealth check.
I don't remember what my stealth was.
Well, I rolled a 2. It did not beat. Great. So it's kind of looking around.
Oh no! Oh, I feel
Okay.
so bad.
Yeah, and as it takes a step forward, feels those chains behind
This
it.
is not an honorable duel. He
Any
didn't see us.
movements here? Are you staying hidden?
No, I'm gonna stay hidden.
Okay.
I'm staying right.
Oh, that first one actually it hit anyway. That first attack should have been with advantage because it was from a hidden spot.
Oh,
but,
okay, that's fine.
great.
And still hidden.
Give me another stealth. It didn't perceive you. You are still hidden. Let's go ahead and mark that.
Actually, love to see it.
And next up is the Yetis.
All right. So this first one, after taking 2 arrows, starts to run and those spectral chains pull against it. What does it need to do here?
End of its turn.
End of its turn. Okay, so before the end of its turn,
Oh God!
Look at us and shit.
Oh yeah.
Everyone look away.
Yeah, look away.
I was looking at you.
Okay, can't use its claw. It's out of range. It is going to use Chilling Gaze.
Nope.
Targets one creature that I can see. Let me make sure it's within range here. At some point I'll be able to do it.
I think it's funny that
You
they call
lost
it
your
chilling
mouse.
gaze because it
No,
would be
I've
less
lost my-
intimidating if they called
There we
it
go.
scary look.
Yes. All 3 of you are within range. So it is going to
I was looking
use
at the
Chilling
other
Gaze.
one.
Orba, you're the closest.
Okay.
It's gonna go for the first creature that it sees. Give me a Constitution saving.
Oh no.
Erland can't have that happen.
Me a high roll.
Oh. Oh right, I'm Reaper Orba. Okay.
Your constitution constitutional?
A little bit. Oh, 16.
16 will save.
Oh, daddy.
When you get a little
As it like bears its eyes down on you, feel this like chill wash over you, even in this already freezing room. Like underneath these warm clothes, this chill runs up, and you shake off the feeling. In addition to not being paralyzed,
Great.
you are immune for 1 hour to the chilling gaze.
Look into my eyes. That's pretty great.
That is great.
Great. So after it does that, you see it kind of feebly take a couple empty swipes at the air as it pulls against the chains, and then tries to pull itself free. What does it need to do here?
It needs to do another dex save.
Dex saving throw.
Don't be dexterous.
9.
Fails.
And it kind of looks behind it at these spectral chains coming out of the wall, and it puts like its fists around it, and tries to pull itself free from the
I
wall.
hate to watch them struggle.
Oh
okay.
my
It is
goodness.
a murderous beast.
He's a floof! He's
Can
a
we
big
give Safira like a
frustrated
humanoid?
Yeah, I'm okay with killing people.
Okay, this other creature here,
I'm kidding. I'm not.
it sees
Yours are so warm.
It sees
You're not a
Praxis,
long line
and it
of
is
work.
going to start moving.
Oh boy.
Here we go.
Here it is, everyone.
Here we go.
Let me make sure I have the right movement. 1 second. There we go. Okay.
Come on, little buddy.
So it's gonna move toward here. It's gonna climb up. You can tell as it's climbing up, it's staying like on all fours as it's moving up the
because
side
it's
here to keep
slippery.
itself from slipping on the ice. And
We don't want it to slip up. That's
and it gets all the way to the top, and you see Praxis even with his weapon drawn, and you've seen Praxis sort of stand down. You even sense like a little like stealing himself as the creature gets closer and closer. So this one, as it's climbing up, he knows it's going to be able to attack Praxis, so it's going to try and disable someone else. It's going to try Graven. Give me a Constitution saving throw.
Come on, Graven.
So as it's moving forward, you see its blue eyes kind of frost over.
7.
7 fails. In addition to being paralyzed, you take 11
Oh my
cold
god!
cold damage.
Cold, yeah, no, not cold.
11. Yes. Not resistant to cold damage? I believe you are.
Yeah, I am always
Oh
resistant
yeah,
to
that's
cold.
first. Yeah.
So,
It's like a shield.
Because 11 have 5 cold
That big
damage.
stony Goliath
11
booty.
have 34.
I mean, Praxis is going to be is resistance to.
Yeah, god damn.
Okay, so in addition
How long
to
are
the
you
gaze,
paralyzed for?
makes 2 claw. Just the end of his next turn.
Okay.
But you're also not immune to the gaze, so it could stun you again as long as it.
Oh, it's only if.
Only if you succeed.
Yes, once you succeed, you become
So
sort
it's
of
my turn,
immune to it.
right?
It's at the end of your turn that the paralysis ends.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's going to also make 2 claw attacks here against.
Against Graven or Praxis?
No, Praxis. Yeah. One of those is going to hit.
Can you say the numbers just so we know?
Yeah, 18 to hit was one of them, and 9 to hit. All this is against Praxis.
Right. No, I'm just curious.
Yep. Okay.
What's that plus, baby?
I'm trying to figure it out.
8 slashing damage and 4 cold damage, which he's resistant to, so 2 cold damage, so 10 damage total to Praxis.
I can't get hit by this guy.
Wild swings as it moves up the side of the ice sort of platform there. Okay.
So it's not getting raised at this point. I in my paralysis, can I look over at the stone?
Just as it's getting up to Praxis, you can see it kind of, but it only kind of just got to the top there, so it needs to stay on there or get sort of further into the center. Yep.
Okay.
Okay. That takes us to Praxis. Okay, as soon as he takes that strike, he's gonna make a couple attacks here.
Yep.
Come on, bud.
22 to hit,
There
that's
we
gonna
go,
hit,
there
and
we
7
go,
to hit
there
is
we
not
go.
going to hit. And he's going to that's pretty good, 11 slashing damage.
Go.
Let's go ahead and put that on there. 15.
Alright, I gotta pull out some shit.
Great. The pristine white fur, you see just like a reddish sort of bleeding out that comes across its chest as it cuts into its skin. There's also a bit of like blubber that leaks out. It has like a layer of fat as it protects itself against the cold that kind of spills out onto
And
its
it
fur.
has blubber. It's furry and blubbery. Don't you want to love him?
In addition to that, after his attacks, Praxis kind of looks like, make room, and he backs up so he can get so he can let the Yeti onto the platform.
You can't. Can I say that I can't, or in my paralysis
You can
I
only
can't
speak
speak?
falteringly. You can you can't like say words. So he's gonna try and back up. This is a
Graven
opportunity
grimace.
attack here for he just has to make room for it.
A little bit.
Okay, so it's an opportunity attack
Come on,
for
come on, Praxis.
the Yeti. 20. That's not
Oh,
natural. 30, 20. That's gonna hit.
Jesus.
That is its reaction this round.
Yes.
That is significant.
5 slashing, 4 cold, another, but halved, so it's 7 total. So Praxis took 17. That
Oh
first
my
flare.
god.
So
As Praxis is stepping
Dies.
back
Yep.
and he's like talking to us, Orba's gonna say under her breath to him, "Back off if you need to."
Back. Graven, you're up. and you see as Praxis has backed up, the Yeti sort of gets a little closer, takes another step.
I can't cast anything. I can't
I think
speak.
it's at the end of your turn. Let me check. Oh, no, it's not even at the end of your turn. Paralyzed for 1 minute, which is 10 rounds.
Oh my
minute.
god.
You repeat the saving throw at the end of your turn,
So you can try to save.
which you do now. You can't do anything
Alright, so
during
try
the
to-
turn.
try
Can we,
save,
if someone's
try to
paralyzed,
save.
you can spend an action to wake them up, right?
No,
No.
that's unconscious.
That's
Oh,
not
that's-
con- no,
Oh, I thought that
that's
when
not-
Beezy
that's-
was
that's-
paralyzed,
no.
we had the
There
whole
was a
slapping.
specific.
There was one that was
There's
like
was
feared.
overpowered.
that was the thing that sort of shocked
I
you,
see.
and you could wake them up.
That was
so
a feared
I have to
reaction.
make a Constitution saving
throw.
throw.
And this is at the end of your turn, so even if you do it, it's still the end of your turn.
Alright, come on, Gravy. We're gonna have to drag his paralyzed ass off this.
7.
Okay. Sorry.
Yeah.
Okay, we're to Orba.
Okay.
Wow.
Okay.
It's alright.
Orba.
Can I can't use reactions
Let me double check. I don't think so.
like a warding flare.
Paralyzed. I'll give you the. Cannot move or speak. Fails strength. Automatically fails strength and dexterity saving throws.
Oh my god.
Attacks have advantage and critical hits if the creature's within 5 feet of the creature. And you can't take actions or reactions. Yeah.
Okay.
Paralyzed is one of the most powerful.
Critical hits if you...
If the creature's within 5 feet of you and hits you with that,
It's a
which it has
critical
advantage
hit.
on, it's an automatic critical hit.
That is bad.
Yeah.
Yes.
No shit.
Okay,
Wow.
Orba.
Okay. Just in case something goes wrong and Erland can't get this guy stunned, Orba's gonna try to get its attention and she's gonna cast Doom Call. She's gonna cast
Okay.
Doom Call at the guy on the platform.
Okay, so it is already hurt.
That doesn't really. Oh shit! Yeah.
It takes 0 damage if it succeeds when
It's
it's
a wisdom
hurt.
saving throw, guys.
With advantage.
It's failed. It failed mine.
It's with it makes it with advantage
Yeah.
because it's not frightened.
Yeah, Orba's gonna cast it.
Okay. All right.
I have healing
The
spirit.
one
guys.
person I can lesser restoration anyone else in this room, but I can't do it to myself.
I have a.
Wisdom saving throw.
Yeah, it's up there for you guys. Wait a second.
19.
Oh my god, that's
Saves. Does it seem like I've got its attention though?
Yeah.
And- Ah!
Yeah. I mean, it could tell where the source of that was coming from. So yeah, definitely.
Okay, good. I'll take 5 feet back just to kind of get it closer and onto the center of the platform.
Okay,
here.
so you're kind of stepping off almost a little bit.
Fuck.
You can be like right on the edge.
Yeah, and it's definitely looking at me, not at Graven, right?
I mean, it's gonna have to get by both of them to get to you.
And it
You don't
knows
any-
that I'm paralyzed.
Yeah.
Never mind, she'll stay.
Okay.
But it can still conceivably get on to the.
Yeah, there's
center
room
of it.
there, yep.
Okay. I can't like push Graven, can I?
Yes.
action.
That would be an action. You just used it.
Right.
But
okay.
yes.
That's not
Just
a
in
bad
case
idea.
Orba's also gonna
A
shout like,
shove is a special type of action.
"Somebody get Graven off of here!" And that's it. All right. All right, that's my
Graven's like,
turn.
"No!"
Erland, you are up.
Let's go, Erland. Come on, bud.
He's on the thing.
He's just gotten onto the edge of the thing there.
Knock him
Alright.
further on there.
I'm moving 35 feet.
All
I
right.
am attacking him with my nunchaku.
All right. As Erland
You're
kinda comes up.
unseen, so does that give you advantage?
As soon as he runs out, he's running into the
Oh.
brightly lit center of the room. He's no.
I would get advantage though, technically.
If you were attacking from range,
where I
yes.
am.
Can I stunning strike her arrow to then shoot it?
As it's in the air.
Perfect. Perfect.
Here we go.
Yep.
14 to hit.
That
There
will
we
hit.
go.
Okay, so first things first. He takes
Oh.
10 bludgeoning damage.
Yes, he does.
And he needs to make a Constitution saving throw, Matthew.
Okay. They're
I have a
beefy
feeling
creatures.
This guy, yeah, this is
Here
what I
we
was
go.
concerned about.
Constitution
Roll
saving
the
throw.
dice.
Oh, that one rolled off. Here's another one. 22.
No!
Second attack
Okay.
is
That's
another
nasty.
unjust attack.
This
Feels
looks
that
nasty,
you trying to
man.
look.
Come on.
21 to hit.
There we
That'll
go.
hit
Come on,
for
come on, come on,
damage.
come on, come on. There we
Another
go.
10
Come
bludgeoning
on.
damage.
Okay.
There we go.
And another Constitution saving throw.
Come
please.
on, come on.
And that's all my
come
key
on.
points, friends.
Noted.
Jesus Christ.
Fine.
So that's your last stun.
That's
that
the
you
last stun.
attempted. Yeah. Okay. Cool.
14.
The DC is 14.
It's safe.
No!
All right.
Okay.
So
New plan.
As you hit it with the second strike of the nunchaku, you watch it as it, in just that enraged state, you can't even sort of focus the energy into it enough to stun the creature.
It's
Okay.
it's me, right?
I still
Yeah,
have an
it's-
attack, guys.
Oh, sorry.
You still have another
I
attack?
still have
Oh
one
my
more
god.
attack.
You
I don't have any
you do
key
so much
points
stuff.
left, but I can still use my extra unarmed strike attack.
Okay.
may do so.
Worth it.
Come on, try. No.
11 to hit.
That will miss. The
So-
final unarmed. Just
I don't
he's
even have
up
a
on
key
the
point to use
platform.
Vine Trip now.
All
I
right.
can't do that.
All right,
So
all right.
hold on here. So I am going to. Can't do that. Yeah, I am going to move away from him towards the stone.
The one
no,
here?
The,
This here or
Oh.
toward the door?
how far away
Does
from
he
the
get an
door?
opportunity attack, or
How
no?
far away from
He
the
already used his
door
action.
is that stone that you were saying I could maybe hide behind there?
Like, 50 feet?
You can't get there.
So with crampons, it would be 70 feet, so I can get to the other side with a dash. So
Yep.
I'm gonna try and hide behind this stone from both the Yetis if possible. Do I have
Uh,
enough movement? I
what-
I used 35 exactly. I actually don't.
Yeah, you don't have enough movement, yeah. You have to stay up there.
Sick. Can I look away from him?
You can. It's not about looking into it. It's if you're within line of sight again. It's not like
It can target you regardless.
I thought you were going
with
by
the
like
gaze, yeah.
boogeyman rolls.
So if you want to avoid the gaze, you can close your eyes. You have to take your whole turn as blinded is the thing. So you have to like intentionally blind yourself, which you already haven't done, so you can't do
Okay.
Oh, so I can't do it at the end of my turn?
No.
Okay.
All right.
that. You would have to
That's
do
my turn.
Okay.
Safira,
I'm
you're up.
going to take a second to cast a healing spirit in the middle of the platform where
If you do that, there's a risk that you would be seen. Is there something you want to do from hidden before you do that?
Yes, I would like
Because
to
there's
make
like a
my,
beam of light
Yeah,
that
yeah, yeah.
kinda
I'd like
goes
to
out.
make my attacks then hidden.
Okay.
In the first attack, I'm gonna go ahead and cast ensnaring strike on this guy.
The one that's on the platform?
The one that's on the platform
Great.
to see
So
if I
Safira
can.
peeks out. This first one has advantage. The second one will not.
First one has advantage. Okay.
It's gonna hit, so that's pretty bad.
17 to
That will
hit.
hit.
Okay. And then it also has to make a saving throw.
Okay, do the damage first, just so we do these separately.
Yeah. Okay. So that's 9 damage, and
9
he's also
piercing.
hurt. That's 11 total damage.
11 total, so he's up to 46.
Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and take both of my shots here.
Great. So, but are you casting
I'm
ensnaring on the
casting
first
ensnaring
shot?
on
Plus
the
3 is
first.
12.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
So 47 there.
I just can't do simple math. I'm not trying to not.
Yeah, so no, it's okay. So the first one was the one where you cast the ensnaring strike, so we'll do it before the second attack. So you're using ensnaring strike?
I'm using ensnaring strike,
Great.
so it has the DC is 10 now. Although I
Wait,
forget
why
what
is it
the.
10?
I mean, sorry, 12. The current DC is 12 for this.
What kind of check?
It is strength saving.
Strength saving? Yeah.
Yeah, I know. I told you guys I didn't think this would work. I just had to try.
9.
Oh! Told you.
That was
It's gonna turn around.
Yes!
Roll
Okay,
the dice,
baby.
So what does it do?
I am shook.
What
that
does it do now?
worked. So okay, so right now, now he also has to take D6 on every turn damage.
Okay.
Yeah. So while restrained by the spell, the target takes 1d6 piercing damage at the start of each of its
Start of each
turns.
turn.
Nice.
Okay.
That's awesome.
So that's
That right now.
Not right now. It's not the
Well.
start of its turn. Yep.
Boo.
But it's restrained, or?
But it is restrained.
Okay.
It is
and
restrained.
does it repeat the save at the end? What's the?
So, a creature restrained by the vines, or one that can touch the creature, can use its action to make a strength check against your spell save DC. On a success, the target is freed. But I'm confused.
Let me look up.
Sorry, I can also
It's
do
okay.
the thing.
Is the rock
This
been?
usually doesn't work.
It's okay. Target succeed, failed on that. Okay. You didn't read that. It has advantage on this.
Oh, it does.
A large or larger creature
Oh,
has
I
advantage
didn't
on
read
this saving
that.
throw.
Yes. Okay.
We're gonna
Roll
do
again.
that first. But for future, when restrained by the spell, 1d6 at the start of each of its turns, it's restrained, and the creature can use its action to try and free itself on future turns.
Oh, come on. Oh, no.
18.
Ah, God.
It is not
okay.
restrained by the
So, in that case,
So now we just need to kill him. I mean,
okay,
what else do we fucking have?
in that case,
Mhm.
I'm gonna go ahead and cast Zephyr Strike. I'm gonna
Okay.
use the extra force damage on this attack.
You actually can't cast Zephyr Strike.
No, you're right. I can't.
You can't cast 2 leveled
I
spells.
can't. Yeah,
in one
you're
turn.
right. I can't. Which means I also can't do the bonus of the.
You get the second shot still.
You still get a second shot.
No, I know, but I can't do the bonus action to cast a healing
No.
spirit.
Yeah, you can't cast 2 non-cantrip spells
Yeah.
in the same
Okay.
turn.
Great. So I'm gonna try to attack it again,
Okay.
and this I still have advantage though because
No,
I'm still
you're
hit.
no longer hit.
I'm no longer hit.
You came out of hiding to fire the first shot, and as soon as he gets hit, looks around.
Nice.
That's a dirty 20 to hit.
That will hit him over damage.
I can't believe I just had to do it on my hands. That's 12 plus 8. Okay.
You got it.
Okay. That's 10
10.
plus Colossus.
Okay.
That's 12 total damage.
12, so 59.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
And I'm not
big
taking
Yeti
any.
So it
actually,
shakes the spells free, but a couple good, solid shots in its backside. Looks around the room. Okay.
Can I take movement to re-hide myself?
You can
or no?
attempt. Make a
I would
stealth
like,
check.
I would
'cause
like
you-
to do that.
So it's
yes.
gonna, as soon as you shoot it, it looks around to try and spot you. So go ahead and make a stealth check. 8. So you can move behind the pillar, but it knows you're there, so you're not hit.
But do I
Still
have
a lot of
partial
people.
cover?
Yes, you do have
Okay.
partial cover. Yep.
Yeah, I'm still shouting at
And
it.
you're behind the pillar, so you can't see it if it tries to.
Yes,
look-
it doesn't have line of sight on
Okay.
you.
Okay. Good. Okay.
Okay.
It's the Yetis.
That was
All
not
right,
the
the
best use
Yetis.
of that turn.
All right.
We're doing our best.
So let's get back to the Yeti page here.
Good news is it's at the end of its turn. And it's
turn.
Okay, so we're gonna do the anchored one first. Again, it can't do anything. It's at the end of its turn that it makes the check, so the only thing it can do is the chilling gaze. Seeing that Graven is already paralyzed, it's once again gonna go for Orba, who's the closest one. So give me a Constitution saving throw.
Isn't she
I'm
immune to it?
immune.
Oh, you are immune to it. Yeah.
Can I like goad it?
No, it tried. That was the one that tried on you before.
Yes.
Yeah. So it already knows that you resisted. So it's gonna go for Praxis here.
Okay.
Praxis.
Oh my god, 2 paralyzed Goliaths.
Constitution.
I can't cure you both.
Be better than me.
Orba looks to her left and right, and they're just. Natural 20 on Praxis there. So as the creature, again, its eyes kind of flicker a deep frosting blue, and Praxis looks into it.
Oh, so he's immune.
Resists the effects. Yeah, for an hour he's immune to the
So
effects.
she has her arm, you know.
And then what save does it make again at the end of its
Makes a
turn?
dexterity save.
Dexterity saving throw. 8.
Fails.
8.
Stay there.
Pinned to the wall. Okay, the other creature here. So he has this chilling gaze plus 2 claw attacks. After Erland went up and tried to hit it with a few attacks, it's going to take 1 swipe back at Erland first with a claw attack, just a regular claw attack. That is 21 to hit. Okay. You take 4 slashing damage and 4 cold damage.
Yikes.
You're
So
up.
you feel that cold claw rip across your chest.
Think I healing girdled.
After
be
that,
okay, yeah.
it is going to charge forward. Would you like to make attack?
I
opportunity?
sure would.
So now that will miss. So you kind of slip a little bit on the ice, aren't able to hit it, and as it gets up to the top, it's going to attack Graven with it.
Fuck.
Seeing that it's fellow Yeti paralyzed Graven.
No,
Good
he
man.
paralyzed
Oh,
me.
he did it.
Oh yeah, you're right. That's a 18 to hit.
That'll hit.
This will be an automatic
Oh
crit
my
here as you're
God.
paralyzed. It's double. 8 slashing, 8 cold.
It's slashing, not bludgeoning.
Slashing, yeah, it's claws.
All right,
Are
so
you down?
8 plus 4 is 12.
Yeah, 12.
Okay.
Because it did 8 of each, half the cold damage. And as it gets to the top of the platform and hits Graven with the claw, it steps on that top thing and the gate looks like it is starting to rise.
Only now starting to rise?
Well, it was like,
Oh, it's
again,
like-
he wasn't fully on the
Alright.
platform.
I got it.
And we are going to set this
It's
to
only gonna take
flying
around and a
here.
half.
And
Only.
yeah, so it's partially kind of up there. Okay, that is the Yeti's turn. So Praxis is up. He sees the creature on the platform, looks over to the door that's just starting to rise,
He's gonna
looks
run.
around the room. He's gonna make 2 attacks here.
The Yeti hasn't used a reaction yet this turn, right?
No, he used it last turn.
So that was last turn.
Both of those are gonna hit. That's a 17 hit
There
and
we
a
go.
15 to hit.
Come on,
I'd really
Praxis.
like to not be paralyzed anymore.
Yeah, that would be good.
8
Sort that out
slashing
first.
damage, and then another, and then 9 slashing. 17 slashing damage there with those 2
Okay,
attacks.
okay. Come on.
17,
Come on.
So that takes us
God,
up to
these guys are beefy.
76.
Look at this beefy boy! Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness! Imagine being able to weather 76 damage!
He's got a
This
lot of
little-
layers of blubber.
He does have a lot of blubber! Oh!
Okay, Praxis looking around. He looks to Orba here as the thing's kind of lifting. Do I go now?
Go!
Go.
gonna go.
It's gonna get an
Go,
opportunity.
buddy, go, buddy, go, buddy.
So he has 25.
But then
because
he'll
of
have
the
taken his
crampons.
reaction, so that's good.
Yeah.
Yeti's gonna take an attack here. That's gonna hit. 22 to hit. That will hit. So it's gonna be
Shit. How's Praxis feeling? Because he took a bunch of damage.
4
didn't he?
slashing and 3
he still up?
cold. Yep, which gets reduced down to 1, so 5 total damage. Okay, so Praxis has taken
beefy as well.
22 in this fight.
He better be.
He's a fighter.
He's our guide. He better
a
be
fighter.
beefy enough to get us through here.
If
Okay.
I'm at 31, he should.
Praxis is done. Graven's up. Can't do anything except get to
save,
the end of
baby.
your turn and make your
Oh, buddy.
Constitution saving throw.
Get out of
Just
there.
make the save. That's it.
Snap out of it.
That's all we have to do.
Oh my god.
5.
What's up?
This is really bad.
Okay.
Push him off
Orba's
the
up.
platform, Orba.
Okay.
That won't help. I'll just fall down.
I know. Oh, actually.
Okay.
But you know what? The paralyzing effect will break if we kill him.
Okay, Orba's going to. Saving
know
throws
that that's
within
true?
melee range aren't affected in any way, right?
Like with advantage or just
Yeah.
no, it's just attack roll. It's
Okay.
ranged attacks.
Orba's going to do Toll's Dead. So go ahead and give
On
me
him there on the platform.
Yes, on the platform. Wisdom saving throw, please.
13.
Fails.
Okay.
So he takes 2d12. So, yeah. 7. 6. So 13.
There we go.
13 takes us up to 89.
This
Okay.
beefy boy.
The reason Praxis didn't want to just fight him head on.
Yeah, no shit.
After that happens, she's gonna look toward Safira and Erland. Get Graven out of here! Drag him if you have to! And that's my turn. I'm gonna hold my position there.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll stay there.
Okay.
It's me, right?
Takes us to Erland.
No, no.
Erland first, and then Safira.
Am I still engaged with him?
It moved 5 feet away from you, so it's 5.
Okay,
Snapped.
I'm gonna move 5 feet up to him. I'm gonna attack.
Okay.
Sorry, Orba.
Go ahead.
Gotta try and kill it. 12 to hit.
That will hit.
Oh, there we go. Come on.
I mean, he's not wrong.
7 bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
Gonna nunchaku attack again.
Got it, let's go.
Oh.
Watch your microphone.
Watch your mic. Yeah, you just went.
10 bludgeon, 10 to hit.
That misses.
And then my last attack here is another strike. 16 to hit. I'll hit.
Please have an even 100.
5 bludgeoning damage.
101.
One Dalmatian.
Unbelievable.
Okay.
And I am.
Bleeding a little bit of his blubber seeping out onto the ground.
He already,
A little bit?
He already used his reaction, right?
Yes.
He has already used
I am going to use the remainder of my 30 feet of movement to run towards the door.
Yeah, there we go. Come on. I'll get you off the thing, and now it's gonna be my
You're
turn.
not gonna be
No,
equal
you have to
to
shoot it.
him,
You have to shoot
You
it.
have to kill him.
I am trying. I'm gonna try.
Okay, Safira's up.
Okay, so for, I can't cast 2 leveled spells in the same thing. So what I'm going to do, we're gonna use Zephyr Strike, and I'm gonna use the extra force damage on this attack, and I'm gonna give myself advantage as well.
That's good. Okay, this is good. This is good.
Okay.
Advantage on the strike. You peek out from behind this pillar here.
Okay. 24 to hit.
Will hit. Roll for damage.
Go!
So, okay. That's 11
What's
damage.
the extra force damage? Is it a dice roll? Or?
Yeah, so I get the 2 extra d8s now.
Okay.
So that's 15 damage now, and that's 19 total damage.
19 total damage. Okay.
And that's just on the first shot, so.
Okay. A blazing shot. This like spiraling energy of force hits it in the back and lets out this wail that fills the cavern here. Go ahead and take your second
You
shot.
still get advantage with Zephyr Strike?
No, I
Just
only
on
get
your next
advantage on the
attack.
first shot. Is that cocked?
That looks very
That is not.
It's not? Okay.
You
I
sit
mean,
another die on it?
you're-
No.
Go ahead and
It genuinely rolled off.
that
Can't
is
see it,
that's
so-
the test. If you can stack a die on it, then it.
That was that. If anything, I don't believe in this stuff, but that was the dice gods saying this. Okay.
Oh no.
Yeah, that's a 10 to hit.
That will not
yeah, get
hit.
fucked.
Second
Me.
one.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I can. So I since I have Zephyr Strike equipped, that means that he cannot take he can't take an opportunity attack on me if I were to move in and out.
Yes.
So I'm gonna move in and I'm gonna put my hand on Graven.
So, a couple things here. First of all, what's your total movement with Zephyr Strike?
My total movement with Zephyr is 60.
60. Great. In addition, you are climbing on ice, and you are the only one who doesn't have crampons, so you might slip. Is the only thing. But you can
And you
attempt.
can't grab Graven, can you? Isn't that an action?
You couldn't pull him. You could get your hands on him, but you would not be able to pull him this turn. It takes
I don't
an
want to
action.
do that then. I changed my mind. I'm going to go be by the door. I'm not going through the door yet, but I'm going to go be close-ish to the door.
So 60 feet.
Yeah, 60 feet to the door. And then I'm going
Great. You
to turn
basically
around
get all the
and
way up to the door. Yeah.
All there.
Okay, that's it for me.
Okay. That takes us to the Yetis. Once again, we're gonna go with the one that's anchored first. He's a little simpler. He sees everybody kind of running away. You can see he's getting a little frustrated. In addition to the anchor that he's pulling against, he sees people like moving around his room. And he sees Safira's the last one to scurry across the room. Give me a Constitution saving throw.
Oh shit. Oh god, I don't even have my constitution in front of me.
Should we use the
Pretty
saving
good. It's +2.
8.
8 will fail. You are paralyzed.
All right, I'm on Safira Dragon duty, guys.
In addition,
If we don't kill him,
I mean,
the rock's
I
gonna
have to capitalize it to get the color.
too.
There we go. In addition, you take 9 cold damage.
Okay, I'm gonna need my beaver. Yeah, I'm fine.
And then it makes a dexterity saving throw.
Yeah, I'm not struggling.
4.
Oh,
this
hell
thing
yeah.
is
That's
anchored to the wall.
That is huge.
You can see that spectral
so
anchor.
frustrated.
He's pulling, and it's like pulling at his skin. It's almost like tearing it off his body. He's pulling as hard as he possibly can, but he cannot get loose there. He's facing toward that way.
That's gotta be good.
All right, this one here.
Now you know how we feel paralyzed.
He is going to again see the people kind of scurrying around the room. He's going to make a Praxis is immune, and Safira is already paralyzed. So Erland, Constitution saving throw.
He doesn't know I'm immune.
He saw the
He
other
doesn't know.
There we go.
15?
There we go.
15 will save.
-1 constitution.
That's important.
All right.
I can't believe you saved
Trains
that.
his gaze at Erland, and Erland
Can't
summoning the
hold his
monster.
but can escape that. for some reason.
Okay, so he's gonna make 2 attacks. He's actually gonna open his hands wide and like clap the 2 of you. So he's gonna do 1 attack on each of you here. 1 on Graven, 1 on Orba.
He's literally banging their heads together.
Kind of. He's taking big swipes on either
Whooped
side. So
upside the
Orba
head.
without advantage. That is a 14 to hit.
Misses.
Misses. And Graven with advantage.
Ah,
That's a 16 to hit.
that hits.
16 hits.
Fuck,
barely hits.
Dude, just literally that's his AC.
Okay, this is an auto crit here.
Not good. He's gonna go down, isn't he? No.
8 slashing, 7 cold. So
Are you
half
gonna go
to
down?
3. So no, 11 total damage.
11.
Yep. That's including the resistance. Right? And at the end of the Yeti's turn here, gets big enough that you can easily pass underneath this at this point.
If I save this thing in my turn, I can't even start running.
Okay, we get to Praxis, and he sort of stands there at the edge. He watches Safira get paralyzed. Fire, anyone! Fire!
The one who's paralyzed is fire. Can you grab him?
And Praxis sort of sits there for a moment.
Get the Goliath.
Do you think we can get out of here?
We need someone to move the other Goliath.
What about Safira?
Takes out a torch from his bag. He's gonna try and throw the torch here at the Yeti.
There we go. Come on.
This is a
I can't fucking move for another at least 2 turns.
Okay, that is a 15 to hit. That will hit. It's only going to do a little bit of fire damage as it hits. 3 fire damage. And as soon as the fire hits, the Yeti sort of sees it on its fur and it starts to kind of shake. And it's not like terrified, it's like frenzied almost, like it's panicking at the fire that's enveloping it. And immediately, though, it's real fire, it's not magical fire, he risks it. It's filling up with smoke. Immediately, you see plumes kind of coming up to the ceiling. Okay, so
Gotta get out of here.
Praxis used a attack
We literally can't.
throw there,
Yeah.
and he's just
I
gonna
know.
go to the other side and stand just on the
Oh, I
other
hate
side
Praxis.
here. He
I mean, what
can't
did
grab
you
someone.
expect?
Did tell us.
He said.
Okay, that takes us to Graven.
Alright, come on, Graven.
Say,
You
baby.
may make your saving throw.
Natural 20.
Oh!
There he is! And Graven bursts free from
Now are you immune? Now
Yes,
that you've gotten 3? Okay.
the immunity works even on a saving throw.
Okay, so we're all immune now.
Except for me, who's just fucking paralyzed.
Yes, yeah, except for Safira, everyone's immune to the chilling gaze.
End of my turn.
Yes, it is the end of your turn, so you couldn't use movement or anything, which takes us to Orba.
Okay, question about grabbing an ally and moving them. What is that situation like? Like a willing creature.
You can grab. It takes an action,
Okay.
and then you move at half speed.
Okay, so I can get 15 feet away from this thing.
Yep.
But
And
it's
it can take a reaction against you, but forced movement it can't, so it wouldn't be able to take an attack.
But it
against
would
Graven.
probably hit me. Okay. And then it would have a turn.
What's happening right now? You're trying to pull me?
Yeah, don't
Yeah.
try to pull him because
He's gonna get another round of attacks on Graven though.
No, but I also have
I still have a connect hit too.
reactions now.
yeah.
But what?
What are you doing, Orba?
Sorry.
No, that's okay. Fucking fuck. Orba's gonna ding his goddamn dog.
There we go.
Okay.
There we go.
Wisdom saving throw.
Ding dong.
18.
Okay, so I don't do anything. All right. Okay, so
No, not a saving throw. Never mind.
what?
Because it's on fire, it has certain disadvantages, but not affecting saving throws.
Cool. All right. She's gonna look to Graven. Go.
Yes!
Okay.
Go.
Orba. What?
Go. Go. Go.
Orba's gonna run.
Go. Go.
This is its
This-
reaction, right?
30 feet of movement. It's going to take a reaction to attack Orba here.
Yep.
Attack rolls have disadvantage
There we go, there
when
we
it's
go, there
on
we go, there
fire
we go.
Okay.
until the end of its next turn.
Okay.
9 to hit.
Misses.
Okay. All right, that takes us to Erland.
All right, moving max distance towards the one on the going to the Yeti.
You're running up to the Yeti.
I am running up to the Yeti.
Okay. That's 25 feet.
Nunchaku attack.
All right.
21 to hit.
That
we go,
hits.
come
Roll
on.
for damage.
Iffy and I have to keep it there.
6 bludgeoning damage.
6 bludgeoning damage. Okay. Making another attack.
Yep.
Okay.
How does he?
Natural 20.
Natural 20. Come on.
That was
Oh, hold on, hold on.
20.
So that's 29.
It's up to 29 at the moment. Okay.
Natural 20.
Oh my god.
Max roll.
Max roll. So 12 plus 4 is 16 bludgeoning damage.
15, which takes us up to 45. 145, is that right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
145, okay.
Oh my god. How much feet of movement did it take me to get to him?
25.
Great. And then I'm gonna do my last attack,
Great.
unarmed strike. Which is 25 to hit.
That will
Sorry, 15 to hit. 15 to hit.
That's a
No,
big
it's
difference,
not.
but that still hits.
Get out of
You
here.
understand
No,
it
it's
vaguely what
not.
happened. Another 6 bludgeoning damage.
Bludgeoning damage, okay.
Oh my god, this thing. Oh my god.
And I'm gonna use my remaining 10 feet of movement to get away from it.
Okay. Quickly runs up.
Did I recognize that it didn't attack as deftly? on
Oh yes,
her?
as when it's on fire, when it was like going after Orba, it was wildly swinging its arms. Like it's clearly disturbed by the fire, and the room's still filling up.
But
a
I
little
would
bit.
recognize that I probably would need a warding flare when it goes to attack.
It seems like it's already distracted
Yes,
in its
okay.
attacking. Yes.
Okay. Okay.
If this thing dies on this platform, we have to move it, or else the other Yeti's gonna follow us.
Safira's up.
I didn't think about that. Okay,
All you
can
can do
I?
is saving throw at the end
Yep.
of your turn. Constitution saving throw.
Okay. 14.
14 save.
Oh,
Safira breaks
okay.
herself free.
Here we
Good.
go.
So we're all
Okay.
now.
Everyone
That's
immune
all
to
I
the
can
chilling
do,
gaze.
right?
Yep.
Okay.
All right, the Yeti are up. This one's gonna do the same thing. It looks around and you see its eyes flickering blue. It's trying to find a target, but it senses that kind of everybody sort of resisting its effects. All it's gonna do is try and break itself free.
It's the end of its turn it breaks.
Yep,
though,
end
yeah?
of its turn. Yep, so it can't move.
Okay.
Dexterity
Could we
saving throw.
spend another round there?
That is a 15.
No, that saves.
That saves.
Shit.
Finally,
Gotta
the
get out of
creature breaks free from the spectral chains.
As soon as Orba feels that, go!
Okay, that's the end of its turn. This one here,
This is gonna be.
it's got 2 attacks against Graven here.
Turn.
Besides,
Both are with disadvantage here. It's till the end of this turn that it still has disadvantage on
Yep.
attack rolls.
Yep.
So it's gonna make 2 attacks against Graven here. 14 to
Miss.
hit.
No.
13 to hit.
Miss. Disengage, run.
The creature takes 2 wild swings, and then it looks like it's kind of coming in for another kind of attack. As soon as it takes those 2 swings, it's patted the fire out on its arm, and now it's sort of getting ready for a more focused attack. Unable to do so this turn.
Come on.
Praxis is up. He's sort of standing up. And like, come on! He comes out a little bit. He's gonna grab Orba, and he's gonna pull you.
Sure.
Okay. He's gonna pull you sort of
keeping me
under the thing here. He pulls you to the other side, and I don't think he has the range to throw a knife up here. Not without disadvantage. He's gonna hold on to that. So he just pulls you through. Oh, he can't. That was an action to pull you through. Okay, Graven, you're up.
Remind me. A disengage would take away my dash.
Yes, that's an action to disengage.
And without the dash, I can
can't
only
make it.
move 25 feet.
Yes, with the crampons on.
Where does 25 feet get me?
Like just to the edge of
Jesus Christ.
the ice there.
If I risk not disengaging and rushing,
He has disadvantage on the reaction.
No, what's my
He does
move-
not.
What's my
It's
what's
the
my
end of his
movement
turn.
speed? What's my movement speed? How far away can I drag him?
So let's see, 25 feet to there.
My
and
movement
then-
speed is
hold on one second,
35.
hold on one second. And another 20 feet to get past the rock there. So if you don't disengage, you could get there with a move and a dash.
What would
And Erland, you are
if I drag
25
him?
feet from
the
this.
question is if he gets a reaction and downs me, you can't get me from
No,
the
but I'm
middle.
saying if you disengage and just move, I can drag you from where you are.
Not far enough to get on the other side.
35 feet plus a dash.
It takes an action to grab him, and then half movement for difficult terrain while you're moving up.
What's half
It'll
of
get up.
35?
It will get
You
up.
get
to
rounded
us.
down. So half of 35, what would it be? 17, so 15 basically.
So that gets us to where?
It would not get you past the door.
I have to risk it.
Do you have wording? I don't know. Can you use wording for this?
Oh, I could.
You can warding flare.
I could warding
attack of
What's-
opportunity.
So I could. Yeah. All right.
You haven't
go.
used a reaction yet, right?
I have not.
Yep.
No. All right. Bill, getting ready. Like,
Oh my god.
Graven shifts his ankles,
Oh my god.
digs in, looks up at it, and warding flare.
And with one crampon toe digging into the ice, you push yourself off, propelling yourself forward. So this is a disadvantage attack of opportunity here. One of them was a natural 17, the other was a natural 9, which makes it a 15.
misses by
Oh.
one.
Let's fucking go.
Graven's scalp. He feels the blood over his scalp as he runs down.
Oh,
All right,
baby.
so you
Here
have
we go.
30
You're freed up
Come
as well.
on.
Yeah.
Yeah,
sorry,
I'm not paralyzed
you have
anymore.
25 twice, so 50
I
feet
can
takes you
run.
just to the other side there.
Jesus
You get off the
Christ.
ice and your feet feel solid ground, and immediately you're sort of, yes, and you move your all the way through the rock to the other side.
Oh god.
I can change my pants.
Yeah,
Okay, Orba's up.
Okay. Orba is going to stay on the other side of that boulder, but she... Yeah, I think this is worth it. It's Safira
You go
and
again before
Erland.
the Yeti.
I go next, and then Safira goes, and then the
We're
Yeti
okay.
goes.
We're okay.
Well, I
Okay.
don't know how quickly it's gonna close.
Yeah, that's
But
true.
it's he's
Would
big.
we, like, these pulley systems, would we imagine that as soon as pressure's not on the pressure plate, the boulder just... Or it does it like...
You have not, during this entire thing, it has never stepped
we've
off
gotta
the
just
platform
keep
once it
running,
was on
I
it.
guess.
So you
Yeah.
don't know how slowly it closes, is the answer to that.
Fuck. Okay. Orba is going to hold Phantom Anchor. Are those two within 30
Is that a
feet?
one action? That's just a one action spell.
Yes.
Yeah,
Are they within 30 feet of each other?
Yes.
And if the guy that has a lot of damage dealt on the top of the ice,
Mhm.
if he moves off of the center, are they still 30 feet?
Not for long. Like, as soon as he steps kind of down maybe 1 or 2 of those layers, he would be past 30 feet away.
Okay. As soon...
They're 30 feet apart right now.
Okay. As soon as that 151 guy is, let's say 15 feet off the platform, so I guess like almost completely off the ice, Orb is gonna cast Phantom Anchor, hopefully getting both of them, but if they're out of distance, it's gonna focus on that guy.
Okay.
So it's gonna be a level 2 spell slot then.
Okay.
So that I can get
upcast it so you can get 2 of them.
Yeah.
So even if it only anchors 1, it's still going to be a level 2 spell.
That's fine.
Okay.
We gotta hold these guys.
Okay, great. You're holding that action. That takes us to Erland.
I am running very fast, using all 70. Okay, fine. I'll join the group.
40 feet takes you kind of all the way through there.
Yeah.
Okay, Erland, you look up as you're dashing under. You see the rock kind of rising, or it's kind of locked up at the top there at the moment.
I'd like to be behind everyone.
Okay, you are. That takes us to Safira.
Okay.
After just shaking off the paralysis.
So before I run, I am going to. I was gonna try to strike at this one that's. This one that's not on the platform.
Whatever you like.
Why
Can
not?
you definitely get out?
Yes, I
Yeah,
can
she's only
definitely
like-
get out, even if I take a shot right now. So.
So you're shooting at this guy
I'm just.
down here.
I'm not wasting a spell slot on this. Yeah, I'm just gonna shoot at this guy.
Okay, yep.
That's 14 to hit.
Roll for damage.
No, because I used all my level 1 spell slots. That is 5 piercing damage. Is he already damaged?
Yes.
Oh my god, that's 6 total damage.
6 total damage. Okay.
And then
Can you use a level 2 spell slot on a level 1 spell?
Yes.
Yes, but I don't want to do that in this instance, I don't think, because he's still probably going to save and we're just going to run. So he has advantage. I'm going to take another shot at the one that's not on the platform here.
Okay. So,
That's a 19 to hit.
that'll hit. Roll for damage.
Okay, so that's 9.
Can you do 200 damage as well?
I can't. Plus 7. 7 additional damage, so 9,
So it's
whatever that is.
37.
Okay, and then as soon as I fire that off, I'm gonna run and then just say, "Run! Keep running! Don't stop!"
You have the full 30 because you didn't put crampons on.
Yes.
So you have your full movement. All right, so it gets to the Yetis. So they basically both start charging down, and as soon as this one gets off the platform, this thing starts to lower down. So both of them kind of reach it as it's like there's a crack at the bottom, and Praxis sort of looks to Graven.
Well,
Fire!
I was holding my spell.
Yes, you can. Sorry, you can fire that off.
Yeah, before they reach the boulder, like I don't want them to be able to reach.
Okay.
over the boulder.
Okay. Let me put them back
Okay.
1 second.
Sorry, you were so excited.
Describe to me, where is this anchor going exactly? I think maybe I was confused.
I said as soon as the one that is on top of the ice
Okay.
gets 15 feet,
Okay.
no matter
Put 'em
what
just
the
on the
other,
edge.
no matter
Okay.
what the other guy is doing,
Mhm.
I'm gonna try to cast it on both of them.
Okay. Where is this getting anchored?
Let's say
right
right
between
where
them?
their feet are, so they can only get 10 feet further.
one anchor?
There's one anchor point.
Oh, well then how do I get one? How do I, if it's only 10 feet of anchor?
2 chains.
It's level
1 anchor
they're-
point, 2 chains from
Yeah,
that
but
point.
they're within 30 feet of each other, and the anchor is 10 feet long. That's
magic.
You're right. They have to be within 20 feet of each other.
20 feet.
Sorry. Yep.
That's okay.
The chain is
started
only
running,
10
right?
feet long.
Yeah, they did. They both started running.
Okay. Well, yeah. If I can conceivably get both, but I mainly just want to anchor the one, I guess. But if I can
okay.
wait while they're converging and kind of cast it.
Okay, so you cast it behind them so that it's like 10 feet from both of them. Is that
Yes.
the idea? Okay,
Yes,
sure.
Sorry.
That's okay. No, I gave you the wrong number on the distance.
That's okay.
So it's a
Dexterity.
dexterity saving throw. Okay, we'll do Mr. 151 first. That's a nat 20. And then the second one, 14?
Fails.
Fails?
There we
Okay,
go,
so
there we go, there we
the
go.
guy who just broke free of his anchor.
Just making this dude's day so bad.
So this one gets all the way up.
Can they lift it together?
So he kind of gets to it, and you can see him kind of sticking his big paws. He's not trying to lift it. He's just trying to like swipe underneath it. He's gonna make a disadvantage attack on Orba there, I think. Orba and Graven's there now. It's gonna be Orba. So this is gonna be 2 disadvantage attacks on Orba.
Hit me with it. Let's go.
12 to hit.
Misses.
17 to hit.
Okay.
Ow.
I'll let it hit.
Okay.
She gets hellish review.
5 slashing, 4 cold damage.
5
Ow.
slashing and 4
Jesus.
cold.
She's more
5 and 4, so 9.
She just has higher.
Oh, really?
No, I have more HP.
You have a little more?
Yeah, she does.
What is 31 minus 9? Jesus fucking Christ.
22.
22.
Do you want me to get my beat one?
22. Yeah, as she feels like the claw like dig into her, like the sole of her boot, she's gonna just point her finger and curve it under the boulder and finger gun it with a hellish rebuke.
What is it?
And it's
Oh god, what is
Magical
it?
text.
Save.
No.
I don't
I
fucking
think it's
remember.
Pretty sure it's a fiery is usually.
Dexterity saving throw.
13.
Fails, so he
There we
takes
go.
3d10 fire
Okay.
damage.
Oh, baby.
Oof. Yeah.
I want another thingy.
Another D10.
No, sorry. 1, 9, so 10, 14 fire.
14.
There we go.
It takes us up to 165. As it reaches out underneath the thing and feels the fire moving up, you hear the as it tries to put the fire out and
I got him! With the finger gun!
As it falls, its arm kind of falls out flat. It's like sort of
no.
it's smoking kind of fur there, and its arm is right underneath where like the rock is gonna be.
Oh, I got fatal
I don't know
draw
why we're
again,
sad for him
baby.
when he's dead.
60.
Fucking spell slot.
We could have been friends.
Wow. Whose turn was that? That was the Yeti's
Were you
turn.
done?
That was. Oh yeah, I was
Yeti's
done reacting.
Still move.
No, that was the Yeti's
Oh,
turn.
Oh, that's the Yeti's turn. Yeah, at the end of the Yeti's turn, the thing comes all the way down. We'll turn off flying there. Hits the ground, and you see the arm like sort of get cleaved in half there. Half of the Yeti arm sticking onto the other side. And then there's kind of a quiet moment, and you hear on the other side a kind of, oh my goodness, not that. You hear on the other side, at first there's some like, and then, and you hear like a scratching on the other side of the wall.
Everybody okay?
Yeah, I'm alright. Alright. Practice.
Graven's got like one hand on the wall.
Practice? Can we move up somewhere where we can maybe have some cover and take a rest?
Yes,
Okay,
there's a place to rest soon.
let's do that. Keep moving, keep moving.
You guys move up through the tunnel. It swings around to the right, spiraling around. You're moving through this tunnel, and you're starting to see as you go through it, it wraps around a couple times. You see a little bit of light at the end, and it's no longer that sort of bluish hue, but a more clear sort of outdoor light that's spilling into the tunnel. And you can see where the path kind of comes out into the open air, and that is where we're going to end
Ooh!
tonight.
Goodness.
Well done,
Like
What the
everyone.
y'all.
Yo.
We got through the moose. We
Those
got through the
Yetis.
Yetis.
What the f is next?
Nothing
my
ever
God.
again.
There's gonna be a drag.
And 65 HP on the two of them?
I bet you these aren't even the things that sent the
No.
wolves down.
Well done, everyone. Thank you guys for hanging with us. We had an extra long episode. We pushed
Ooh.
through the tunnels here,
Oh my god.
make it back out onto the other side.
Hot juice for everyone.
Oh.
Still working our way through the tapered tunnels, but we have survived and gotten past the first few hurdles, and that's where we're gonna pick it up next week.
Oh shit.
Thank you guys. Thank you everyone so much for joining
Thank
us.
you.
We had an awesome time, and we love, and appreciate your support. We'll be back at the same time next week,
Yes.
7 o'clock on Sundays.
All
Yes, I
alive
threw our
again.
Discord link in the chat.
Yeah,
and
come say
bet
hi.
there's some people
Tell
out
us
there
what we should have done differently.
Oh my
Tell us how the
gosh.
plan.
And there's an episode specific There's an episode-specific section in Discord, isn't there?
Oh, yes.
Yes,
yes.
I will be, as soon as the episode ends, I'll go into Discord and I'll open up the spoiler zone chat about this specific episode, so you don't have to worry about spoiling it for others. That is where people go to be spoiled.
Everyone post your best insult for that stupid Yeti that couldn't free himself.
Oh, what a dumb
Wow, what a dumb Yeti.
Thank goodness.
That was the
because
counterbalance
that
to the
would have been
3 failed
really rough.
Constitution save.
Yeah,
actually.
jeez.
All sub 5, I think. It was like 442.
I mean, if that Yeti had gotten free and you still were paralyzed,
And there was 2 of
that
them.
could have been
like,
ugly.
falling.
So long.
I'm at 6 HP. Like,
Praxis would have been like, awesome job, everybody.
see you next time.
Oh,
Was there something else?
yes, well, I wanted to shout out stuff. I believe I already said Dr. Sunshine subscribe with Prime. Crazy Loja gave it 1,000 bits. Jack Power gave it 10 community subs. Oh, I think I already did some of this. I'm going to do it again just in case. Drovington gave out 100 bits. Crazy Loja gave out 1,000. Jack Rabbit Power did 10 community subs. Crazy Loja with 13. I did do this. I apologize.
you did do that.
Crazy Loja with another
Thank you
5. I
again.
don't know where we left off. So Jack Rabbit Power did 5 more. Jack Rabbit did another one. And then Bronze Fry resubscribed for a month. Thank you all
Thank you
so
guys
much.
all so much.
Yes.
We will pick it up next week. Let's see how far we get. See if we can get to the top of the mountain and shred a little gnar on the way down.
Oh,
Or
Gnar
we get to
shredding!
shred the gnar. We're going to just die from all the
Shred
lack of
the
HP that we got.
Thank you guys so much.
thank
Have a
you.
wonderful week. We'll see you next week, everybody.
Good night.
Have a great
everybody.
night.
Bye.